Gosh, this
Oh.
it's been
Oh.
like 2 weeks since we played, and now I can't remember anything at all.
I tried it.
Oh.
I
Your
got
name is
notes.
Gnat.
No, 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 this is me. This is me. I
Oh,
almost
wait,
made
no.
that mistake.
Maybe I've lost more information than I thought.
Oh no.
What happened?
Oh god. Hey, can we all make a pact that we're gonna fight each other today? Just for no reason. It's just
Fight
like,
each
okay,
other?
let's fight
What?
each other.
We're all just gonna do one punch each and see what happens.
Well, like, listen. Being
I
rogues
thought you meant
fine.
like get into like a fight like you don't even know. Yeah.
Yeah, no, just like when everything's good, we're all set. It's like, okay, hey, let's just all tackle each other, okay? Cool, you know?
Is this a test?
Torque,
Is this
Oh,
Torque.
no.
Torque will cast a spell and say bet. Hit that AC 21.
Oh,
Yeah, all you have to do is cast a fucking like dex save spell and you're on your fucking ass, boy.
oh god.
No, you can't do that shit.
That's cheating. That's always the funniest thing. Like, yes, DM, I have 25 AC. Make me a dex save. Lips to mic.
Hey, what's your speed again? Why? We're not in combat. No, I just want to see which one of you guys would escape.
Just asking.
Huh?
Yeah. Just idly rolling
I said
dice
that one
behind the
earlier
screen.
to Lyra. I love that one so much.
God, which
How
it's
many-
really
what's
funny.
your
I think.
maximum hit points?
Oh god.
Why? I just
Just
asking.
no reason. Just doing some
I've
math.
done that. I've actually done that to scare my party, and then they had it like a picnic. That shit was funny.
A picnic.
Yeah, no, I had them sit down into a middle of a field, and they had a picnic.
I read that
After I had
Tumblr
asked
post
them.
where that like it's just like, hey guys, I found a way to win at D&D. The DM can't stop you all from just sitting down and having a picnic. It's like,
Not unless the DM asks you to.
When you place down your picnic basket, a portal opens underneath you and you are plummeted into a dimension
The
with no
abyss.
checkerboard blankets.
Oh no.
This
But
is-
everything's
it's
a
Twilight
checkerboard
Zone.
in D&D.
Not if you were using octagons or hexagons.
Not if we're isometric hexagons.
Isometric exercise.
You know,
Dude, I actually saw a isometric map maker. It looked really cute. I was gonna
It's
share
really
it.
cool.
Yeah.
I like isometric ones because you can. It's actually the way that I've drawn these. We could actually have them as our actual tokens instead of the round tokens, and have that as isometric. That's the best
Hmm.
part.
Isometric. My symmetric.
You're symmetric, my symmetric.
Our symmetric comrade.
You guys like my posters I made?
Yeah.
Aw.
Yes.
hang on, let me go
Use
take
them
a
for
look.
advertisements.
Advertisement.
What? What was that?
So wait, in the other party,
Uh-huh.
who's on the left on the second party?
Oh, that's Greg.
Is that an orc?
That's an orc NPC named Greg. He is a zombie.
Oh, it's that one. Gotcha.
It's Greg! He got a name tag and everything that says Greg. It looks Spellboy teeny tiny baby up in the top corner. Little baby man, little baby.
Oh, baby.
Meanwhile, Surge towers above us all.
I thought about it. I'm like, Serge would probably be the tallest one out of all of us.
Aw.
and the orc's only like that because he's leaning over.
Correct. Hello!
Oh, is that the party?
No.
It's us. The party.
Is that the scar of the black serpent?
Yeah.
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 What? Whoa! Whoa!
Wait, is that our party
Pog
name?
is-
Y-
I
yeah.
mean, do you want like a cooler name?
I thought that was like the arc name, and I thought we
Why
have
not
yet
both?
to.
Por qué no los dos?
That's fair.
You haven't named your party, so until you name it,
True.
you could call yourselves like the Thundercats or something. I don't know. All right. Let's fucking do it. Guys, you set off from the north of Riverwatch to go and check in on the location that Lady Mayweather reportedly went off to, only to discover a magic residue lingering in the air and a sign on the ground, a sort of borderline crop circle within the grass itself, displaying that something had been cast recently with a rather sizable amount of magic, and the lady being nowhere to be seen. Now, some of you have some suspicions, unwarranted, clearly, that Lady Mayweather may not be Lady Mayweather, but, it is what it is, right? You guys are allowed to believe your preposterous rumors. I happen to know otherwise, because I'm the DM and I'm magical like that.
I'm ready to be wrong.
I'm ready to be wrong. So, setting off, I'm going to give you guys the choice. Yardstone it's a several day journey. You're talking about 2 to 3 days of just walking along a pretty decent road. One thing a lot of people don't know is that animals will go down paths of least resistance and establish roads that humans create long after humans have abandoned them, right? So even though these paths have not been walked and who knows how long, a lot of them are still largely intact. And that's not even touching on the fact that dwarven craftsmanship has always been able to stand the test of time for quite a while. But my question to you is, do you want to take this journey at some haste and get it done in 2 days? Or would you like to take it a little bit slower? Slower is not necessarily bad. Just as going quick is not necessarily bad. It's more of whether or not you're going to arrive at Yardstone in a comfortable state or a bit fatigued.
Well, we're trying to basically catch up to that lady, right? Or like last known stuff about that lady.
Yeah, Lady Mayweather.
So I feel like we would be kind of trying to go fast, but if it's that far, it's like, fuck.
Suspicious dwarf grumbling noises from Korak, dude. It's up to the party. I'm fine with anything. There's a lot of travelers on these roads. It's in your hands.
Looks at the taller people.
I'm just as tall as you are.
No, you're
Almost.
taller.
Close, I'm close. Well, if there's travelers on the road, we might have to. My concern was going as quickly as we can and then running into something before we reach town. That'd be exhausted.
Fair. It's a fair and reasonable concern.
It doesn't hurt to also take in the sights.
Yeah, we are in mysterious lands, and when in mysterious lands, you know.
The only thing I'll tell you is that I am keeping track of time.
But yeah.
And I'm not going to tell you why.
Yeah, but again, you're right, though. If we want to try to catch up with them as quickly as possible, assuming they also went back there, we might want to book it.
Yeah, I'll say we'll push it.
Everybody else okay with that?
I'm fine with that.
Guess we're booking it.
Surge machine noises. Frenchie, you there, dude? You might be muted.
Frenchie?
He's dead.
Oh my god, he's dead.
He's
Died
dead.
on the
believe
way! Oh
Frenchie's
no, his
dead.
battery! Someone swap out his battery!
Hey, give me the fishbowl on his head. I need it for something. Give me that.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
oh,
one
here you
moment. No, well, I can't
I'm pulling
reach it.
up. Yeah, don't worry, I got it.
I'm gonna put
There
sea
you go.
monkeys in this thing.
Oh
There you
no!
Yeah.
My grandma called to ask if the Christmas birthday present she got me was here, and it was yes.
Aww. What'd she get you?
A bunch of candles.
Is your birthday today?
No,
When's your birthday?
the 12th.
When's that? Is that like Sunday?
It's Monday.
That's Monday.
Monday? Oh well, I guess so. Happy birthday to
To
you.
you.
Happy
Happy
birthday to
Birthday
you.
to
Happy
Happy
birthday, dear
birthday,
Frenchie.
Frenchie.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
And they smell like
Yeah.
one too.
And
Is this a
many
test?
more.
Yeah, Ash's birthday was also earlier this week. Happy
yesterday.
birthday to you.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you.
you.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday, dear
dear
Ash.
Ash. Happy birthday,
Happy birthday
to you.
to you.
Hey.
And many more.
I'm kind of a
What?
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 You okay?
what? Huh?
What? Huh?
Huh?
Anyway, roads are wild. So, y'all are traveling and enjoying the sights while you're going at a brisk pace, and you find the woods to be as beautiful as you could envision. The trees are covered in gentle moss and kissed by a recent rain, even. The forest is alive and thrumming with all sorts of stuff. You got deer and birds and different animals chortling in the distance. You feel like some of them are even giggling or laughing, maybe at you. Who knows? But continuing down this path, you see all kinds of different people. All different kinds of walks of life. People in fine clothing, people with barely anything to their name. People with servants or friends, people stark and alone. Naturally, you offer a little bit of assistance here and there where you can. You're not horrible people, but you also know you have to take care of yourself, and the supplies you have are not exactly plentiful, and you have to make the journey. It's the third day, just the beginning of it, when you see some gentle smoke on the horizon, nothing of a large fire, but of chimneys, buildings, the starts of a village. And coming up the path, you hear voices, some gentle shouting, the usual fare from a township. And you find yourself on the outskirts of a small, upstart village named Yardstone. Unpaused.
Finally.
Uh,
Is this the place or is it another town?
I hope it is.
I have no idea.
What
Not
other
all from you.
towns?
Yeah, I don't think they mention any other towns in there here.
That's fair.
Step deeper in. The streets are well maintained and recently paved, and you see a small halfling leaning against the house to your right. He's biting into an apple, and he has a small pipe in his hand, smoking some sort of weed.
Oh, thank
Smells
God,
good.
someone normal.
Uh,
Oh, hello, friends! He waves at you
Hello.
with his apple.
is this
Oh.
Yardstone?
Oh, yes, it is, traveler. This is the new town of Yardstone. I grow things. I'm the farmer. My name is Smallfellow. He takes another bite of his apple. He's chewing it. Oh, look at you. You seem really nice and, well, you're also partly see-through. Are you aware of that? You might need to talk to a doctor.
Yeah, I'm aware. Hi, I'm Bee. It's nice to see another, halfling around here. How are you?
Oh, indeed. I haven't seen any others. It's just been me. It's probably because of the bears.
Bears?
Oh.
There's bears in the woods. You have to be bears. He like turns, looks at his door. He's kind of contemplating going and hiding in his house, but he like shakes it off a bit, like looks back at you. I'm fine.
What is bear?
Bears, they're horrible. They're large, hairy beasts. They kill. Oh, they're so dangerous.
Is there a way to shorten the name?
Yeah, it's just bear.
It's just bear.
Looks at you.
Oh. I see.
He like kind of like tries to collect his. I don't like bears.
That's fair.
It's okay. They don't like many things, so I've heard.
And I can't do anything without Symphony being around, but they've gone on for another. The bears have got me all worked up. He takes a hit of his pipe, just exhales, and you just seem kind of instantly relax a bit. That's better. Anyway. Yeah, well, Symphony's not around, so it's just me here. That is, well, we have many friends here. I'll show you. That's Nathaniel. And this over here is Strom. And Strom is a little bit angry and he's bitter, but Nathaniel is nice and has kind eyes. Over here,
Very nice guy.
this is Liam's house. And Liam, I think I hear him down the path this way. He's probably talking to the mayor again. The mayor, she lives over here. That's her home. This is the home of Fletcher. I don't mind Fletcher. Fletcher's very nice, but, well, sometimes bits fall off of him, and he left with Symphony, so I'm not sure when he'll be back. And then down the path, we have the church. Is a large man with a lot of armor on. He's in there right now. I've never seen someone so big. Angelos?
And was it? Because I keep hearing it wrong too. I think it was Andros, but I can never remember.
Oh, that's it.
correctly.
Yes. Oof. Click snaps his hand. Yes, indeed. It's Sir Andros of Gallia. Yeah, I remember now. He's probably in there, but watch out for the cat outside. I would not touch the cat.
Is it like a normal cat or
He like looks at you and leans forward. Tainted with magic.
oh,
Dangerous. I've seen them do things.
Oh,
Cursed or something. I don't know. It's an unlikely beast.
Thank you for the update. You're so friendly and so nice. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, thank you. You know what? Hold on. He like turns, goes inside. He hears some rummaging inside, and then he goes over here and starts rummaging at the table. Comes back out with a burlap sack, and he holds it out to you.
I accept.
Okay, it's full of grapes and apples.
Oh my gosh.
Eat, friends. Food is so important.
I immediately start chomping on some of the grapes.
They're delicious. It's honest to God some of the best grapes you've had. I was lucky when I went through the portal. I had a whole bunch of seeds with me. So that garden, he gestures over to the one that, for map purposes, looks like it's just full of cabbages, but it's all sorts of stuff. That's my garden over there, and that's my cart. The cart's a bit heavy, but I can usually bring back a fair bit for everybody at the center of town. You can have some of my food. I won't be able to go through all of this.
oh, well, thank you.
Thank you so much. I offer an apple to Torque.
I'll take. We're paused right now.
Oh, my bad.
Thank you. Oh, that takes the apple.
Anyway, if you don't mind, I'd like to just keep smoking my pipe for a little bit. I'm dreadfully needing to come down and calm my nerves. I can't be thinking of the bears.
So the mayor, what was their
Yes.
name?
I think it's Lily. I don't really like talking to her. Quickly goes to check. Yes, it's Lily Ironarm.
Huh. Well,
I really don't. She's quite mean. She has a bit of a chip on her shoulder.
does the name Lady Mayweather ring a bell for you?
Oh, Mayweather, she's a delight. She's kept me company every day for the past week. Come here.
Oh.
Comes around, kind of squeezes between Strom. Strom grumbles as the whole party starts shoving through.
Oh, hello again. Goodbye again.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Comes down here. And then he
Goodbye.
points up the path. There she is. That's her favorite tree.
Oh.
And sure enough, you see a young lady sitting against the tree over there. She doesn't have the same appearance that you remember from Riverwatch. She's dressed less like a noble, more like someone who's adopting peasant life. And she's leaning against a tree, reading what appears to be a book.
Huh. Did
If
she?
the face is familiar.
Look
Has she been-
specifically at Socks.
Yes.
Have they been here like for the past few days?
Oh, they've been here ever since they first came back from, it was Kavira, I think? They went with Ajax, and they went under the sea to go see what came of his people. Oh, she's been here ever since. She stays with Fletcher. She's a good friend of his.
I see. Well, thank you.
Yeah, she's a tad bit of a lonely soul outside of Fletcher and Treyas and the others. Well, I don't know how else to say it, but her father was murdered here before the town was built, and by a vicious woman by the name of Morgana, and she stole his necklace and made off with it. But Strom and Treyas and Fletcher and Symphony and Davidian, they all went and they retrieved the necklace and brought it back for her. And she still has it. She's right down there.
All right. Well, thank you for the information.
Oh, my pleasure. But I really would like to get back to my pipe. I'm sure you understand. I'm very busy as halflings go. I have a whole garden to tend to. Hey, by the way, for being so see-through, you are quite pretty. I hope you have a good day.
Thank you. You have a good day too. Hope to see you
Thank
some more
you.
later.
Yeah, later. Have transparency come back, the opaque, I don't know, blessings.
Yeah.
He just like turns and walks away. Not sure what to say to you. Just
What just happened?
How strange.
I keep forgetting I'm like a ghost here.
I don't know how to approach this.
Okay. So I pat Socks on the arm and look up at her and I'm like, so are there like a lot of people that can do the switchy facey thing like you?
Well, there's people like me who have the affinity of magic stuff to be able to do it. Some have magic masks, hats, but it all depends on where they're from what I understand now.
Okay, because where I'm from, people can't do that. Like, at all far as I know. So this is really weird. So now I have to come to terms that this might be a regular thing, and this woman got her identity stolen or something.
Don't worry, B. Many, many people, as far as I am aware, can do this thing that you speak of. Look. He casts minor illusion, then gives himself a small mustache.
What?
I need that as
You look
art.
quite dapper.
I need that as art.
Like a handlebar mustache.
We'll do it later, but I'm gonna straight up replace your icon with that.
I don't know how to get rid of the spell that I put down, but good luck with that.
I think I can just click it and delete it. Let me try. Keep talking, though.
Oh, okay, right, sure, okay.
Would you like one?
A mustache? No. I'm
Okay.
good.
Wait,
Thank
why
you.
not?
I mean, if it's just a fake one, it won't be scratchy, but I don't think I want the scratchy mustache.
Hmm.
Serge will reach out and begin to cast the spell on on B's upper lip.
Ah!
It'll be a bushy ginger mustache.
Ah! Ah!
B,
There
you
you
are
go.
+1 mustached.
See, it looks
Because of
good.
this-
I'm
Because
just
of
like
this, Serge's
cross-eyed
mustache
trying to
fade.
look at my lip.
Oh, by the way, miss, looks at you,
Ah!
turns around, just goes back over here.
I think
What a coward.
You can have the mustache back now. I try to, like, wave at my face to get it off.
it'll dissipate.
Okay.
Here, I brought you a brush for your mustache.
You're so kind! Oh my god, what was his name again?
Small fellow.
Small fellow? Okay.
Small fellow.
He's probably convinced you're a witch at this point, but we'll just have
Oh.
to see what happens.
I just look at Bach.
Would Bach like a mustache?
Bach. Kinda actually perks up a bit, yeah. Bach
mean-
seems interested.
That looks like a yes.
I hold Bach up to receive
Alright, oh,
mustache.
Bach is held up. Bach has a mustache. plus one mustache.
Mustache. Shinny, look in voice text.
Alright, let me take a look. Amazing. There it is.
Oh,
There it
it's
is,
perfect.
boys. Let me just drop this into the fucking. Here you go, stream. Enjoy.
Wait, does that work?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. So you see her. She licks her finger and then turns a page.
I'm worried about this conversation getting very bad once we get into certain topics.
I mean,
Well, you've had at least 2 days to plan.
I wasn't thinking about that. Oh no! I should have thought about this.
oh, well, this one doesn't look like ours because, she's been here, right? So, and also,
Right.
like, if Smallfellow's, says she's nice, then she's probably very nice,
Right. Although they were convincing enough to convince the people from here. He did mention they vouched for her in Riverwatch. So I guess it was similar enough.
Yeah, you remember that the two individuals who said they vouched for her were the ones that are right behind you, Nathaniel and Strom.
Wait a minute. Huh.
Should we talk to them first?
Yeah. Well, hello again.
Hello. Welcome. Welcome to Yardstone. It's a delight to have you here.
So, there's a bit of a problem. Something that hopefully you two can keep under wraps if we discuss it, because, yeah.
Strom, furrows the meanest eyebrows you've ever seen on a man. He's towering, by the way. He's at, 6'8".
Well,
He's
if you
a
don't want,
monster of a dude.
if you don't want to be
Nathaniel, however,
involved,
steps closer and offers a hand. It's more that Strom doesn't really have it in him to be quiet about things that are a danger to others. But myself, I have some discretion. As long as you don't speak too loudly, Strom will act like he didn't hear anything. It's fine. What's bothering you?
all right. So,
He's still holding out his hand. You're just leaving him hanging. He's just holding out his hand.
I'll shake his hand, of course.
Okay, there we go. All right, good. He shakes your hand strong
Because we
and
couldn't
proud.
with him earlier. That's why I wasn't sure what you were doing.
It's handshaking time.
Yep. All right. So, you two saw Lady Mayweather in Riverwatch, right?
Yeah, we did.
And you vouched for them.
Well, it was them, but they're from here.
Now, here's the problem. Apparently,
What
that
problem?
wasn't them. Lady
do you
Mayweather has apparently been here for days and has not been to Riverwatch.
He turns and looks at Strom, and Strom looks at him with the most severe look. Again, this guy is shooting not daggers but great swords out of his eyes. He looks back. What's your proof?
Well, one, we could probably go ask her herself to see if she's been in Riverwatch. It was just a few days ago.
Yeah, sure. Wait, she already here?
Yeah, she's right over there, and I point towards the tree to the south.
He tries to go past you guys if you'll let him.
Yep.
He looks. By the gods. Strom comes over. Well, ain't this fucking great?
There's some, as they say, shenanigans going on.
I assure you it's likely not mischief. There's only a few people who have seen her that would be able to do something like that. And I fear to think who it might have been.
I think we have a pretty good idea.
Don't you dare say her fucking name around me. And he fucking goes and starts walking up here. Just fucking leaves. Nathaniel's yeah. Yep, we're thinking the same thing, I think. He has a bit of a soft sore spot. Let me put it lightly for you. He got trounced by that woman. Completely destroyed. Had to be saved by a group of adventurers that were here just before you and the other party that just departed. Fine folks. Liked him. There's well, you'll probably meet him.
Well, you wouldn't happen to have a hunch as to the whereabouts of this, well, Morgana.
You hear vicious kicking against the stone wall over here, just he's just smacking and punching stone the moment you say the name.
We might want to keep our voices down.
Quiet, please.
I thought we already were.
Sorry, is this better?
Oh, that one's just struggling, isn't he? Okay. Here's what I need you to know. We don't know where she stays. She survived the last encounter by disappearing. It's like she used a portal similar to the ones that were here, or her own device or something, was able to just pop right out of existence. In fact, that's how they got the necklace. It was left behind.
Wait. So I was wondering about this necklace, because I thought... Apparently she still has her necklace down there.
Yeah, she does.
Oh, good. I thought you were about to say
She
that
should.
they made off with the necklace.
Unless that's not really her, and then she is Morgana, and then we need to kill her.
Oh, apparently according to Small Fellow, they've been here for a few days, so I don't think it's them, at least.
Well, why don't you look into it? I'll keep Strom from breaking his wrists, and when you come back, we'll deduce what to do.
All right.
Understood.
Then they probably pulled a similar stunt down in Riverwatch, because as soon as we got what they wanted, they walked out of town, and then not too far off, they were just gone. And there was a bit of someone had cast the spell, but I can't tell what else. So they're up to something, and they now are in possession of something.
Whatever it is, it can't be good.
There's a jar.
All I've got.
SARS.
It doesn't mean anything to me.
This fake Lady Mother claimed it was their
We
father's
still
artifact.
don't even know which one's the fake. You're claiming that one's the fake. What if that's the fake?
Well, I don't think Smallfellow would lie to us, would he?
Oh, what if Smallfellow's been duped?
Mm,
I'm telling you. More smacking up there. I'm telling you, go talk to her. Deduce
All right.
it and let me tend to Strom.
all right.
Strom, I assure you, you're still the mightiest in all the land. Don't worry.
Oh. I support them.
I'm not looking forward to this conversation.
As you come up the path, you reach the edge of a small little, I don't call it a cliff, but it's definitely a divot. And you realize that just a little bit of a walk around, you could get to her at the tree. You just sat there, reading. Long, brown hair, kind of somewhat masking her face, though her hand has risen up to her cheek, keeping some of the locks out of her gaze. She turns another page. She has one of the most deadpanned expressions, if but for the bit of sadness that lingers.
They're focused on their book, right?
They're just reading. Not paying you any mind.
Excuse me.
She looks up, kind of shakes her head a bit to get the hair out of her face. Yeah, what is it?
Just checking something. You weren't just at Riverwatch, were you?
No, I've been here the whole time.
For how long?
At least a few days. Probably a week and a half. 2 weeks.
I see. What's a good way to put...
We're asking because you look a lot like another lady we just saw, and we were all very confused.
I don't know who this other lady would be, but my name's Elise.
It's nice to meet you, Elise. I'm B.
Hi, B.
She smiles a bit. Soft and weak, but genuine.
Well, I guess you should be aware at least, considering what's happening. Someone has taken over your... someone's pretending to be you.
She knits her brows at this.
Are you sure?
Very sure. They arrived at Riverwatch claiming you are who you are.
What, they claim to be Elise?
They claim to be Lady Mayweather.
That's not a name I use anymore.
And they were also dressed as a noble and everything, looking to get something out of the town.
Yeah, that's not anything I know.
1 second. She lets out a little bit of a whistle. And you hear some noise from up here. And a individual comes out, gaunt and elderly looking, wearing armor. The trappings of someone who knows how to fight on the front line. He looks relaxed. He's just kind of walking up. Yeah, what is it, Elise?
Atreus, I think you might be able to better tell these people what's going on.
He nods a bit, just comes up and kind of leans against the rock. How can I help you people?
All right. We recently arrived here, I'm assuming, along with all the other people that have been coming through these portals, if you've been hearing about that business.
Yeah, we were part of the first group that came through. Yeah.
I see. We were in
the cave right off that coast, and he just gestures out towards the east.
We arrived at Riverwatch to the south, and someone who looked just like them, but in more noble more noble-looking outfit claimed themselves to be Lady Mayweather, and they were looking for an artifact of their father's.
How long ago was this?
How long was the walk here, or the trip here?
2 days.
Yeah.
He ponders it. And goes, yeah, no, it couldn't be her. Furthermore, Elise has ditched this whole being a noble thing. She was done with it the moment her father got killed.
Well, looks like someone's taking advantage of that then.
Yeah, it seems that way. My name is Treyas, by the way. I serve one of the primals here. He just goes ahead and shakes your hand.
Shake it, Bay. I see. Primal, was it?
Yeah, Theori, the Ever-Burning. That's, guess you could call him, Entity of Truth. And by the way, if you anybody wants to insight this guy, go ahead and make me some rolls. I'm telling you, the vibe you get from him already is really positive. But if you affirm a high roll, I'll reveal it to you a bit more. Okay. The most you guys are gleaning from it is that, he strikes you as very honest. Kind of that naked honesty. There's no lavish storytelling. There's no pomp display to try and accentuate details. It's just very frank. Well, I don't know what the nature of this person could be.
I suspect, based on what we know, we might know who it might be.
If it's who I think it is, you probably shouldn't mention that name.
I wasn't going to.
Needless to say, when we saw her, when we fought her, she was covered in magical items. We're pretty sure that she's collecting them. We don't know to what end, but that's why the rest of the party isn't here right now. They're off trying to see if they can hunt her down. It's not had much luck lately.
Well, at least someone's looking for them.
I'll let them know when they come back where you last saw them, but chances are, a report 2 days old, she's long gone. Mm-hmm. She's usually, even with the best of luck we've had, it's been gone in an hour or two. We've lost all track.
Yeah, from what I've...
This means of moving around far quicker than we can handle.
Yeah, I suspect she did that, which means she's probably nowhere near Riverwatch now.
Yeah.
Does a jar of stars mean anything to you two?
Jar of stars?
Yeah, they claimed it was, and I whisper this, it was their father's.
Well, that's
stolen.
Exactly what she did to Elise, so it wouldn't surprise me. What's the most convincing kind of story, right? One that's got truth weaved into it?
Yeah, like taking advantage of people that just arrived, while people would think it's them and believe and vouch for them.
There's no established network to hunt down criminals. It's just a bunch of people hoping for better. Yeah, as far as the jar of stars, I don't know anything, but if you can give me a second. He shuts his eyes, I'm assuming nobody interrupts. And he contemplates. You would recognize this, Torek, as him looking inward. He's convening with something.
I'll wait
After
patiently.
a short time, he opens his eyes. Theori, he mentioned something about creation. It was vague. Apparently, there were objects that were made a time ago that would allow people to create things, new islands, or to expand upon Varona as a whole. Verona's not like most worlds. If I were to go that way, and he points to the east, and keep going, I eventually have to stop. In other worlds, it has never seemed to be that way.
Oh, stop how? Like a cliff?
Just ends.
Wait, like, there's not even the ocean or anything? It's...
According to the first and Theori, yeah, it just stops.
Huh. That's weird. Oh, that's actually the second time I've heard that name. Where is this first?
The first, it's a tree, great tree.
Mhm.
It's in the woods. Just kind of gestures somewhere towards the north. Somewhere that way. Davidian led us there. He has a better knowledge for this sort of thing. I'm not really one for nature. I try to kind of keep my nose out of it.
I see. Well, I guess if they're collecting these things, then at least one more might not be disastrous. But
Elise closes her book and just smooths it over and looks at the lot of you. She's just gently smiling.
Can I see what book she's reading?
Sure. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Yes, sir. Oh, hold on. Luck. Thank you.
Nice. That luck
You've
saved
gotten
you.
more use out of that luck thing.
The Grace and Crafts of Elves.
Oh, okay.
well, at least the other party's looking into it, that's good to know. At least other people are trying to track down this person. I guess the only
sorry,
thing
I don't have more to give you. There's not really much to say.
the only thing I could think of is if the word could be spread of this happening. But I don't know. I don't want to inconvenience the.
How would we even spread it? Yeah, the most we could do is just tell people that come through. It's not like there's an established network yet.
Right, but if we are able to get the word ahead, they might be able to set a trap.
Where? You're talking about someone who can mask their appearance. I don't really know what else we can do about that.
Well, let's say they try to pull the same stunt twice.
What, with Elise?
Mhm.
I suppose, but then what if Elise goes somewhere and then she's mistreated?
Yeah, that's the other problem.
That's really unfair to her. I think the best thing we could do is just try to figure out if there's kind of a central point to where she's moving around, and then go in from there. That's what our party's doing right now.
I see. Then maybe I'll just leave it. Maybe I should just leave it to you guys then, since you see the more experience with it.
We're happy to talk to you all and keep you informed, but he just kind of shrugs. It's not a helpless gesture. It's just, it is what it is.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have much information beyond that. Just that they're out and about doing things.
He nods. If you want to know more about the first, actually, kind of like cocks his head a bit to the side and looks down this way past you. That, over there, would be Sylvan Ironwood. He knows a lot about the one and the forest around here, the first. It's an interesting predicament. I respect the first a lot for their decision.
He looks confused at him for a moment.
Oh, right, context. The first sacrificed its entire self from the trunk beyond.
Oh,
It's all
right.
of its future of growth. In order to stop something, apparently there was some sort of blight or
Scar.
black scar, that was spreading over the land. It was consuming everything. And the first sacrificed its entire future to put an end to it.
Hmm.
It didn't get rid of it, I guess. I still see it somewhere, some of the places I go or whatever, but I respect him. I respect the first.
Is there a place like that nearby?
Oh, the scar? There's a lot. Hell, where we found Avex, there was touches of it.
Is that nearby?
Avex was being killed by a giant scorpion. That's when we found him. It's pretty far to the north, actually.
Ah,
We
I see.
passed by, well, speak of the devil too. He gestures back over to them. The one Sylvan's talking to, that's Santiago de la Tega. He and his, I guess he calls them merry men, were helping weary travelers with goods that they procured from wealthy and were redistributing to those who had nothing. They gave us shelter and food when we needed it. That's close to Santiago's place that we wound up finding Avex.
I see. Well, I apologize then for not being able to help more, just to give word about them pulling that stunt. But thank you for that information.
You look like you're lost.
Just, he contemplates for a second.
1 second. Yeah. All right, I'll be out in a second. Apparently dinner's ready. Continue.
You could say that. But I'm making do.
Yori's a fine patron, if you're looking for one.
One moment. Let me look up the name again. Well, I think I might have. Well, I didn't find them; they found me, and I just reach in my pocket and, hesitating for a moment so that the other three can't see it, just flash the totem real quick.
He smiles softly. Yeah, that's how it happened to me too. They found me.
Were you also dangled in the sky, and it was really while you were dreaming?
Oh, it was like a lavish garden. There was a ball that looked like the sun. Beautiful. So much light. It was radiating everywhere. I approached it, and in it I could see Alion's head. We spoke. I appreciated his truth in a time when I needed it.
He'll actually nod, thinking back to his old patron, or his old god. Anyway, for now at least, if we come across any more information, we can let you know. I've actually been wondering, do sending stones work here? I haven't come across one since I got here.
Sending stones?
Are you not familiar? Oh, that must be a... it's very confusing. A lot of the people I keep encountering are from places I've never been. Like, entirely.
Yeah, don't know. Maybe you can work that out. I'm sorry, I don't know a lot about magic.
I see.
I know my stuff, but whereas you might be more towards wielding your faith based on your equipment, I'm more towards wielding.
You cut off there for a second?
I'm more towards wielding my sword.
Ah, I see. Well, I'll get out of both of your hair for now. Huh.
Oh, you're not a unwelcome guest. Just don't have anything more to give you.
Yeah.
Come back anytime.
And you can say good luck to that other party. Hopefully they can... hopefully we didn't cause problems by giving them that thing they were looking for.
Yeah.
But it sounds like they're doing that for a while now.
I would like all of you to roll me a passive charisma save.
So just, there we go.
Uh-huh.
This is just for someone perceiving you. That's all it is. Okay. You all get a gentle wave from Elise, and she just...
Please be safe out there. There's going to be a lot more people with bad means and intentions than good at a time like this.
Yeah, I'll have to be careful. Thank you.
With that, she reopens her book and resumes reading. And Atreus watches you all leave with a gentle wave of his hand. I will be right back. Since dinner's ready, talk amongst yourselves.
I don't know if you have any ideas, but I guess...
Trust no one.
Well, she does seem a little bit more genuine than the other one.
They
Not
talk like
kinda
the
sounding.
same, though, so, like...
Not really. I mean, you can hear it kind of in the voice. She sounds more gentler, more like she's actually gone through stuff. Sounds a little different to me. Anyways.
What you say,
Well, oh, it might just be because the fake was trying to act more like a noble.
It could be.
In front of you-know-who.
I mean, you'd get anything you want if you act like a noble.
Yeah, and I think that's why it worked.
Either way, at this point, we don't really know where this other unnamed
Wait,
person is.
okay.
Gabby?
If there's another person that can, like, wear our faces, possibly, we need to have, like, a safe code word or something.
Or we can mark ourselves, just us four, in a place where nobody else is around.
I
And we
still
mark
think
ourselves on the back of our
the
necks.
passphrase is good too.
That too. It's what my brothers and I used to do, though. We used to get into a little bit of trouble, and we'd mark the back of our necks a little bit just so we wouldn't get lost. Mom used to get so mad at that.
What about... Okay, it has to be something outrageous, like 2 words, outrageous combo that nobody would put together.
Well, it depends. Does anybody know of Bach besides us?
I was gonna say.
I
mean, literally this phrase, and he leans in and whispers, Bach is the god of kobolds.
Bach is the god of kobolds. Okay.
I'm pretty
It could be like a question and answer.
Yeah, who is Bach?
Question.
Yeah, who is Bach?
Yeah.
Yeah, that works out actually pretty well.
Because that's actually 2 things. That's whether they know who that is, and the very specific thing that's not actually real.
Or we could ask maybe a more general question, like who is the god of kobolds? And then
Either way, we can switch it back and forth. That way, people don't pick up on it if we ever have to.
Actually, I think Surge's idea might work by just saying who's the god of kobolds.
Yeah, because then
Oh,
there's
and
not
if they
part
say
of
something
somebody else,
less
they'll say someone
specific.
else. Yeah.
Perfect.
And honestly, that might actually cause it might get weirder because all these people are from different places. They are going to have weird answers.
Exactly. It's perfect.
All right, we'll have to keep that in mind. But now we have to think. So apparently, it sounds like they're taking care of. There's someone already taking care of this problem.
well, other people are searching at least.
Fucking winning, boys.
Hey,
So
Holy crap.
maybe.
It's also a secret from Shinny because he wasn't here.
it's perfect.
Oh, it's true. It's perfect.
All right. So, I wouldn't mind if you had a discussion amongst yourself for a little bit longer while I try to eat this as fast as I can.
Okay.
I appreciate you. I got brats and some sort of weird potato German dish.
Huh.
Sounds good.
I'm suddenly hungry. You guys want some apples and grapes?
You already gave me an apple.
I know.
would love
Would
some
you like
grapes.
another? Okay, here you go.
I'll take another.
Yeah. These are really good. Small fellows are pretty good, good gardener. I mean, hobbits usually are, but I mean, yeah.
Don't you call yourself a halfling?
Interchangeable name.
No, okay.
Yeah.
You see her lift her mask only slightly, just forward, and just pops a few grapes in. Oh, these are really good.
Yeah, see?
Serge will take a grape and just hold it.
Just to feel included.
Smash it past his smash it across the fucking glass, trying to keep up.
Oh no.
Don't smear it.
Delicious.
Yeah. Okay, so
Well, there's a couple things we can do now. I already promised you, Serge, what we would do.
You did?
Huh, we said we would check here on the whole situation. It seems like they might be taking care of it. We don't have much more information to go on there.
Oh, right.
But I guess the other thing is that apparently another bit of that scar is to the north.
All right. As you start talking about this, I have an idea. I need you guys to pause there. Be right back.
Oh, okay.
stole our music.
Oh my god. Oh,
Here,
oh no.
let's make our own music.
Oh, no. If you look down,
I see it.
They both unmuted immediately.
Uh-huh. Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna have to flail and find some NPC tokens probably soon. God damn it.
You don't have to.
I have to. I have to make sure everyone's
I'm sending
on
you a
screen.
message.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, if you
So
don't
that should
think
help,
this,
at least, for one of them.
if you don't think this is as pressing,
Huh, I guess it's more your thing because you're the one that was looking for the similar thing you found in the mountain, right?
correct.
So, would you want to find your brother or find another source of that?
Well, I suppose whichever is closer.
Then I guess we'll have to go
this
talk to
point.
those two.
After all, I don't think either of them are going anywhere anytime soon without our direct intervention.
I was wondering if we'd be able to talk to Nathaniel again. It's not as often that I get to meet another monk, especially in this new place.
Well, he did say to talk to him again after we talked to her.
Yeah.
Although we don't have much more information to go with.
I was a
Okay,
bit sad that they had left earlier. Oh, hello.
it's time. So in the midst of this conversation, the three of you, not Torek, the three of you will see Torek. His eyes will roll back in his head, and he will slump completely to the ground, unconscious and out like a light.
Oh,
He falls into a
Torek?
heap. And as that plate clashes,
hello.
Torek, you feel yourself wind up somewhere else. It's the moment you closed your eyes to blink, and the moment you open them, you are no longer where you were. Shall we?
Oh no.
Oh dear.
You are now inside of some sort of chamber, a stone one. Well-crafted, dwarven, hewn stone from top to bottom. Guards are standing in front of you, two directly behind you. The two in front of you are guarding a set of doors. They are unbarred. You are able to proceed through more than clearly. But as you look over your shoulder, you see the two behind you most definitely are blocking your exit. There is what appears to be snow, or something akin to it, drifting across the chamber from left to right, though there's no clouds and no entry for this form of weather. There is a bite to the air, a bite of the snow and cold of the mountains. You feel like you're underground, but not truly. It's as though you're somewhere else. Roll me an immediate perception check, and I'll tell you more details based on how high you roll.
Oh, I'm a little distracted.
I'll give you the smallest amount for now. The figures in front of you and behind you are somewhat transparent. You can see through them.
Similar to B or more so?
Similar to B. Just different. And on the other side of the doors in front of you, you hear soft thumping. Like someone is, or a lot of someone's, are hitting something with something else. Unpaused.
First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to step forward and see if the two guys in front of me's eyes track me.
They watch you.
Oh. Where am I?
You're here for your trial.
What?
Ye stand trial, Torek.
For what?
The king awaits you. And with that, the doors open, seemingly entirely on their own. And you can see inside the chamber a line of dwarves on either side, all gilded and armored and armed in the finest of dwarven crafts. Noble women and men astride on either side in numbers larger than you can count. And at the far side stands a lofty staircase with a rather menacing-looking noble of some variety watching you, maybe a grudge keeper or a lore keeper or an advisor. And behind him, atop a beautiful throne, is a king.
And I don't recognize anybody here, right?
You recognize them as dwarves. You feel them as dwarves. In fact, everything here feels like it's dwarven to you. There's not a single touch of anything that hasn't had a dwarven hand or otherwise put on it.
He'll let out a heavy sigh and just proceed forward to figure out what in the world is happening.
So enters Torik! With that, each one of the guards assumes the position of attention, their weapons at the ready, and each of the dwarves on either side raises their staves in their hands and clacks them once against the ground in unison with a resounding thump. It echoes in the chamber, and all is silent aside from your steps on the floor, bringing you closer and closer to the stairs. Take it away, Giga.
Torak Stoneheart,
Yes?
kneel.
He'll kneel.
He will gaze up towards the king on the throne. The one requested has arrived, my king.
Torik Stoneheart, is it?
Yes. Why?
You are here to stand trial. You have been accused, O king of mine, as a beardless, a false dowie, one not fit to call himself a dwarf. Advisor.
At once. You may stand, Torik, but remain where you are.
He'll do so.
As you stand, the staves again clap against the ground in unison. Thum! And it echoes in the chamber.
A few crimes have been brought upon this court to determine whether or not you are a dwarf. That is why you are here before the king today. Crime number 1. For abandoning your clan and seeking life on the surface as a hermit. Why?
I could not be a part of that church anymore. After the things they did.
So you would turn your back on all Dawe.
They just cared about coin.
All Dawe. You left the holds and went to the surface, leaving all others. And you
Yes.
feel no remorse, no regret.
I saw what happened to them. Failing True Silver's teachings. Turning to coin rather than actually helping.
And you dare to say that you can divine one of the gods themselves. Just who are you, Torik Stoneheart? Who are you to question the gods?
Nah, I didn't question my god. I followed her teachings. And she
Not well enough.
Well, if she had abandoned me, then why do I still have... And he'll realize that he no longer does have her blessing.
Advisor, continue.
Before I continue to my next crime, were there not those in your hold that were truthful, faithful, not corrupt? What of them?
They were being driven away.
Did you not help them at all, or only yourself? Did you not think for one moment that you could have remedied the situation? But instead you decided to run. To the surface, no less.
Now that is not necessarily true. When I did try to push back, when all this started happening, they started accusing me of false crimes, of what they were doing. And if there was the higher clerics were the ones saying it, so everybody else believed it. And I could not stand being there much longer with those words over my head.
And thus you gave up on your faith. You did not seek the words of your god to rectify the wrongs put against your clan and kin. You disappoint me.
The staff clacks into the ground again, each of them echoing in this massive chamber. The resonance is harsh, and you feel the tremors through your bones.
You stand before me as a disappointment, Toric Stoneheart. But we have only just begun this trial.
Then I will hear the other crimes I'm being accused of.
Crime number 2, which we have touched on a little already, of going even further into your abandonment of your Dawe, your clan, your oath by blood, stepping through an unknown portal to a new land, leaving everyone that you know in the dust. You call yourself a Dawe, yet you are not by their side. You left everything. Why?
Because there was nothing left for me to return to. I helped those that I could on the surface. And when the opportunity presented itself, I had nothing to really hold me there.
You seem so resolute in your choices of abandonment.
With what I had witnessed, there was nothing else to miss.
Save for your blood, your kin, those you abandoned on the surface, driven away into the dark. Instead of being a heralding light and being a source of strength and kinship, you chose to run. Advisor, continue.
Very well. Crime number 3. For doing nothing to dig into or determine the fate of the Steelbrow clan upon hearing of their demise. What if some are still alive beneath the surface of the world? What if there is a danger to our kind? Blatant disregard to all things Dawe, even those that are new to you.
You'll look at him with confusion? The steel brows? But they were gone when I got here.
And so, even with none there, no point looking into the fate of Dawei.
I'm doing that right now.
We'll
I'm
look
in
up
the
to the
middle
king.
of it.
You not only abandon your own kin, but upon learning of the demise of a clan, you elect to ignore their plight, to ignore their existence. Tell me, Toric, just what have you been doing since you arrived in this place?
Since I arrived, I spoke to the one that was still remaining, this Grimbeard. They did some form of necromancy that leave a person behind to speak to the future generations. And he told me of a few things. And I also learned of these firehammers that were also around. And the conflict between them.
Yet you elected not to investigate the hold itself, to find the source of the calamity that caused the downfall of those you would call kin. You neglect your duty, Toric Stoneheart.
Now that, and he'll stamp his foot, is not true. I am planning to dig further into that. I am gonna find the deeper chamber of that mountain, as I promised.
When?
Once I return.
Now? Years from now, when it's more convenient?
Every day you have spent on the surface is a day lost to our kin below. Should any have survived, by the time you arrive, there may be none left to save, and that will be on your head, Toric Stoneheart, slayer of the Steelbrow clan.
I did.
Advisor, continue.
Very well. Crime number 4. Upon your arrival, Toric, you have done nothing to help build a home for the people that have also wandered here, fellow Dawei from other lands. So far, you have only been focused on yourself and being with these people. Why?
Am I not allowed to help a fellow traveler lost in an unknown land? Is it only Dawei I can help? Is that all I can do?
New land, new people, no home. There are other Dawei here that need to be reunited. There are so many that need your help, Toric.
And I've already spoken.
Failed to realize this.
But I've already spoken to one of the dwarves that is also here. We talked about possibly setting up in the mountains. Now
You
that it's
hear-
empty.
Possibility?
As you say that, hold on. As you say that, you're interrupted by the clap of another set of staves hitting the ground, interrupting that statement of yours. And the speaker continues.
He spoke, but you did not. This Dawei having the aspirations to create a home for Dawei, and you merely listening in. No aspirations of your own to create home for the Dawei in this new land. Are you so burnt by your clan that you want nothing to do with any Dawei in creating a hold, even those that you do not know? Do you fear it will happen again? Does that fear guide you, Toric?
You claim to help travelers and those in need, yet you neglect to find a home for those wandering travelers like yourself from a world beyond this one. You elect to help those not of your kin, yet you neglect your duty, your kin, for these travelers. Did you not think, in whatever wisdom may be within that head of yours, that creating a hold would be of benefit to these travelers? Not only to yourself, but to the kin around you, those who wander that seek hearth and home.
Now we don't have to be cooped up in the mountain. They can live like everybody else.
So far you have fallen, kin of mine. We do not hold into the mountains merely because of greed. The mountains are a defense. They are a home to us. We are born of the stone, and we return to the stone.
As he
That
says
is how
that,
we were made.
chamber full of voices, stamping staves. We are born to the stone, and we die to the stone.
Now, you say that, but would you only allow Dowie into this hold? Would you turn all others away just to make sure your own people are fine? They need help too.
You seem to misjudge your position.
For the faintest of moments, Torek, your response, though it brought a harsh one from this king, you almost feel like you caught a bit of a smile come from the king, as if you said something maybe right, even if you don't know what it was.
Advisor.
Crime number 5, Torek. As you have touched upon it already without realizing. For not securing the fortress of the Firehammers, and worse yet, gifting a dwarven hold away as alms to the poor. You would just throw dwarven pride to any who would wail for help.
I would.
You would discard the history of your clans and kin. You would discard their heritage. Gift away their home built by Dowie and dwarven stone to those not worthy of its defense.
Why would it be unworthy?
A hold is a Dowie sacred. A sacred. A hold is more than merely a home, Torek Stoneheart. Tell me, what did you see when you saw the fortress itself? Did you see naught but barren rock? Did you neglect the history within those walls? The stories of the kin that came and passed? Those who were left in the stone, who had returned to the stone? You would allow those who are not of Dowie to wander the halls, the graves of our ancestors, with no supervision, no teaching of the Dowie rites. You would allow them to desecrate the halls.
There's more than one hold. We don't have to have all of them. These new people also need a home.
Every hold was created by the Dowie, the legacy of their ancestors. They all carry history, Torek. What he speaks is true for any hold that is made, found, and forgotten. And you would throw them away to those weeping in the rain.
Yes, I would.
I see.
I would not
Leading
deny
us-
people a home just because it was a hold.
Leading
Yet
us
you will deny them a hold of any Dowie in their defense. leaving them naught but a ruin that you have discarded. Discarding the heritage and the right of the Dawi. You disappoint me, Torek.
Well, that's why there's still Glimmerreach. There's still that hold that we can gather at that I already told the other Dawi. We didn't need all of them.
You fail to understand. Advisor, continue.
Your final crime, Torek Stoneheart. One that I detest most than the others. Of all the people to have been given a home of Dawe, you gave a home to the orcs. Do you think, for a moment, that such a thing would ever be allowed to have occurred even where you are from?
He thinks
Your
on that for a moment.
silence is very telling, Torek. Please, prove me otherwise.
You feel every set of eyes in this chamber set upon you in a way that you've not felt so far.
Do you think that the orcs would garner the amount of respect required to walk these halls of a hold created by the legacy of those before you, those who have lived and died with these stones?
He'll look right at you. I don't regret that decision.
Tell me, does a dwarf stand before my throne? Or is the beating heart of a Groby inside that plate?
This question, of all the questions you felt so far, Torek, this one has the most gravity and weight. You feel I hesitate to say a force upon you, but you feel like something has just grabbed your very soul with that question. And that your answer to this, whatever you choose, will have a permanent and lasting effect on your destiny. The king repeats the question.
What lies beneath that armor? Is it the heart of a Dawi? Or the heart of a Groby?
You can take your time, by the way, and consider it.
I still have the heart of a Dawi, but not of your mold. I guess that will be his answer.
Wait 1 second.
Torek Stoneheart. Repeat your answer.
I still have the heart of a Dawi, but not of your mold.
I demand that you repeat your answer again, but with more pride, Dawe.
Speak up so that I may hear you, Dawi.
I still have the heart of a Dawi, just not of your mold.
And
Again,
thus he heads
Torek.
the truth of it.
Continue to chant this, Torek.
You're gonna make me actually keep chanting it over.
Yes.
I have the heart of a Dawi, but not of your mold.
Each time you say, I have the heart of a Dawi, you hear the stabs hit the ground.
I have the heart of a Dawi, but not of your mold.
Boom. The chamber echoes.
Anything changing around me as I do that?
Continue.
I have the heart of a Dawi, but not of your mold.
Boom! The more you say it, the louder it gets. The chamber begins to resonate at a harsher and more vibrant frequency.
I have the heart of a Dowie, but not of your mold.
And with that, you see, for the faintest of moments, both this advisor and the king smile.
Step forth, Dowie.
As you walk up the stairs, you see the images of the Dowie one by one fading from the room. But not the advisor, and not the king.
Look around you, Dowie. See that which was before, that which came before, and recognize it for what it is. A hold made by your people. A hold made by your kin. But as you say, not of your mold. Tell me, can you make a hold that will last longer? Can you make one that will be able to help those, not only of your kin, but of the surface? To be what a Dowie was always meant to be. Answer me, Dowie.
Yes.
Then, I impart to you a noble goal. Consider this a debt to be paid. You are a Dowie, and as such, you will be held accountable. We will be watching and waiting. Your purpose will be to build a home for your kind here. Show them. Show those that came before. Show them all what a Dowie of your mold is. Let it never be forgotten like the holds that have been passed by.
As he
You
says
swear
that-
it.
As he says that, you see an image of yourself next to the king, and he asks, do you swear it?
Yes.
As you say yes, the king nods his head, and he fades, bidding you a final farewell.
Goodbye, Toric Stoneheart. True Dowie.
And behind you, another voice emanates.
And the trial of Toric Stoneheart is now concluded. All hail Toric Stoneheart, advisors of kings.
And with that, he fades. And as you look back to the throne and you see the image of yourself standing next to it, one by one, you see new kings sitting upon the throne, each coming and fading, one after another, but the figure perpetually standing next to them, guiding them, helping them answer questions, is you.
Oh boy.
And with that, you come to, your eyes fluttering a bit before you are brought back to consciousness within the beautiful village of Yardstone.
Tor?
Hello.
Socks is just slapping his cheeks like,
Stop.
For everyone, he would have only been passed out for maybe a minute. By the way, before we continue, big round of applause and thank you to both Solus and Giga. Hell yeah! Big
Thank you
pause.
kindly.
Let's go!
Thank you so much. Really appreciate you guys coming in today as guests. Loved having you here. Thank you. Good Lord, I got goosebumps, man. I was there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we make
oh
a
boy.
good duo.
Giga, just so you know, I got John Eldon for the birthday girl here.
Mm.
So letting you know, so we'll talk later.
Understood.
We'll talk later, my man. All right.
Thank you for having
So
us.
listen, dude, my pleasure. Obviously, I'll let you guys know again if you're up to it.
Of course. All right, you guys have a good session.
Thanks.
Enjoy
Thank
the
you.
rest of your evening.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh God, that was a scene.
Welcome back. The fresh air kisses you right on the face. It's much better than the stark coldness of the inside of that chamber. It was not meant to be welcoming or friendly, and you know that. It was a harsh welcome to the world. But here, surrounded by friends, you find yourself coming to, with a nice slap across the face from Socks.
Hey, you're finally awake.
Oh, what happened?
You like
passed out.
yeah, you flopped over like a fish. Just
For about a minute.
A minute?
Yes.
We're worried.
I just had the weirdest dream.
Well, perhaps you can talk about it later. For now,
Oh, right.
we have decisions to make.
He'll get to his feet.
I'm going to describe something to you. It's not going to make too much sense right now, but you need to understand the sensation. When you get back up onto your feet, you're going to feel more connected to the ground in a way that you haven't before. More sturdy, more stable. Torek, at this time, you're getting a +2 permanent bonus to your constitution. You can add that to your character sheet now.
Let's see. I wonder if there's a nicer way to do that rather than just increasing it to 18.
Just go ahead and bump it to 18, and I will put it under your features.
Gotcha. Yeah, we'll figure that out later.
Oh, I'm going to put it right now.
Oh no, because I think the HP would change with that, but I don't think it did.
Oh, your HP will. Yeah. So, just bump it up by 4, I think? No. Be 1 addition, be 2.
There we go. Right. Right, we're trying to figure out what to do.
Yes.
Well, I guess that's mainly... I guess it's your decision mostly, because it's whether we go look for that source of the scar or go find your brother. Or we should take a look around here and see what else there is to glean here.
If that is the case, B. Socks. I am curious about which course you prefer.
Well, every time we go to one of those black scars, you can probably do something about it, right? Like, you can make it all pretty?
It would seem that way. If we are able to replicate the same conditions as the initial test.
That might be something we... Oh, someone's coming.
Well, if we're talking about the thing to the north, they would be the people to talk to.
Up walks a man with a indescribable swagger. He is decked out in very fine garb and has a sly grin on his face. You hear a sigh come from this woman. Good evening, good day. My name is Santiago de la Tega. It's so good to meet all of you. Welcome to Yardstone. He swoops into this big, elegant bow and looks amongst you, very excited. Tell me, pardon me. What brings such a voluptuous creature to this town? I love your mask. So much secrecy.
well, hello.
Hello.
Are we like roughly around the same height, or is he a little bit taller?
He's a little taller
me?
than you.
Hello, tall, dark, and handsome.
Hello.
Arms crossed.
Hello. I don't suppose you enjoy yourself a fine brew. I've managed to acquire some.
Oh, is that so? I mean,
I assume cognac will serve you plenty well. Come with me. He gestures over here to the rocks for a seat.
I like the
If
sound
you
of that.
you don't mind me partaking, not at all.
Oh, couldn't be a better day for Santiago de la Tega, I'll tell you right now.
Sucks, give me some of that.
He takes a seat.
Maybe. Goes over and sits down right next to.
Before
What
this
is going
continues,
on?
do any of you have any plans?
Well, there's the person we needed to talk to.
I was just
There's a
getting how
a bunch
B
of-
felt about which course of action, but I suppose to the north.
The north.
Well, first we had to find out how far it is. I think that was the thing we wanted to find out.
Correct.
What were you trying to find out?
Um,
You want to go talk to the one? Is that what you're interested in doing? Or the first?
Well, there's multiple things. We're trying to figure out the location of. They mentioned there was a scar to the north, or origins of it, similar to the one at Glimmer's Reach.
Correct. Yeah.
We're trying to figure out how far is that, and then possibly how far is.
So Atreus' last comment to you was that if anyone knows a lot about nature, it's Sylvan, and he's over here.
Right. Oh,
So-
right. He was more around the area where the scar originated.
Yeah. There's Santiago is up there as well,
Right.
but you already have a sleuth investing in that conversation.
Yeah, I think we'll leave Sucks now. Let's go talk to the other guy.
A sleuth. Mm-hmm.
A sleuth? Mm-hmm. Yes, please.
Serge will bend down next to Socks and not whisper. Ask him about the north.
Will do, Serge. Will do.
Thank you.
What a funny man. I like his style. You care for this cognac? Yeah.
I'd like a.
So
I'd
we'll
like
talk to
some,
them.
yeah.
He reaches behind him. Watch a magic trick, and he pulls out 2 little champagne glasses and offers one to you.
She does a little like. Oh.
He begins
how,
pouring drinks
magical.
for the 2 of you.
I'm gonna just swoop in. I'm just gonna hide here, but keep a careful eye watch on them.
Swooping is bad.
Is bad.
Wait,
Okay, I'm
where'd B
lurking.
So, tell me, who are you? What gives you this charming demeanor with your mask? You're hiding your visage. Is it because you think you're ugly? I'd pray tell you're not. I feel a charm, a beauty to you.
You flatter me so much, sir. The name is Socks. Now I wear the mask as more of a family tradition.
Ah, family! I do love a good family. I come from a good family. Not very wealthy, mind you, at the time. I got my wealth from robbing the rich. But still, I have very much the means now. I have a band of individuals. Perhaps you'd care to join us. I know you have these friends here, but I assure you, there's wine and drink and meat and work aplenty, and we can help out the poor. Everyone likes to help out the poor, right?
It does sound very tempting, and she lifts her mask only slightly just to take a sip.
Oh, so mysterious. With that, we come down here.
Oh my god.
All right, so you approach Sylvan. Sylvan turns to you. Immediately upon looking at Sylvan, you see a Warforged. But he's not comprised of metal plates like Surge is. He's comprised of literal chunks of ironwood. He's a wooden Warforged. Take it away, Torek and Surge.
Hello.
He voices back, greetings.
We were told that your name is Sylvan, yes?
Sylvan Ironwood.
Well, Sylvan Ironwood, my name is Surge, and this is Torek Stoneheart.
I nod.
Well met, Torek. Well met, Surge. How can I assist you?
Well, we are on a venture to the black scars dotting the landscape and heard that there was one present to the north of Yardstone.
The scars of the sacrifice of the first. I know of them.
We were wondering. Well, this may come as a surprise. It certainly seems to be to those we have met before, but I seem capable of remediating the damage, or at least the immediate effect of the black scars.
That is interesting and compelling news. I'll need a moment to think about that. What of you, Torek? Is it the same purpose and quest?
I'm just helping him out. Also, because to figure out what's going on with these scars and everything.
He nods. Well, it's my understanding that the first sacrificed itself from trunk to stem to cease the corruption of whatever it was that caused the scar, but it could not remove the blemish from the land. If you can remove the blemish, he looks at you, then by all means you should. I'll assist you however I may. There appears to be a set of ruins up to the north where one of these scars lays. I can mark it on your map, should you have one.
How many days of travel do you think it would be?
Likely 3. Without a druid in your company.
I see.
Well, we do not have one of those.
Then 3.
I see. And yes, as per my reference and your observation, I do seem to be able to deal with these effects. I was wondering, however, is there anything you could tell us that the average layman may not know about these scars? We've only seen one, and only for a short time.
I'm afraid I'm new here. I do not know these scars the way you might hope I would. I just know what the first has told me.
Well,
and I've given you all of that.
I see.
I do know it was all-consuming. If the first had stopped it, it would have completely ceased all life.
This first. Is there a site at which this effect burst forth into the world, an origin point?
You mean the ruins I'm going to mark on your map?
Well, there is that, but clearly this corruption spreads throughout.
When he thinks about it, actually, well, rolling. Roll a D100 for me, Frenchie. If you get close to my roll, you'll discover something. Unfortunately, too far away. He just doesn't recall. I apologize. I think there was something. I know there was more than 2.
I see. Well, they are rather difficult to miss, so I assume anyone in the immediate area will point us in the correct direction. But yes, a map. Torek, you would not happen to have one.
I think, wasn't I given a map, I think? I can't remember.
Sylvan looks at you. Excuse me. He looks at you, and then smiles, and then walks over to this tree, and with a wave of his hand, weaving some magic, he begins to extend and grow out a leaf into a nice kind of, sort of rectangular shape. And then he begins to draw a hand from left to right across it. His eyes would be off at this point, as if he's looking inward. And as his hand goes, it's like a printer almost. There's a map winding up in its place. It's the most clear map you've been given of where you are. He offers it out to you.
Oh, thank you.
The first taught me how to do that. Though they use fallen leaves, and it, floating in the air, and it's not exactly portable. This will be something you can actually manage. You just have to be careful with it, don't bend it too quickly.
Well, actually, there was another thing I was wondering, which I heard that the first is also to the north.
He nods. That's correct. The first is to the north.
How much further from the ruins?
Well, he thinks. I would say the first is about a day and a half's journey, and then the ruins would be another day and a half beyond him.
Ah, I see. You
Does
appear...
the first mind visitors?
The first does not mind visitors as long as they're entreated. Bring an offering. Something that the first would like.
Well, this is awkward. I haven't even met them. What sort of things do they like?
They like new life.
I see.
Show them new life.
I see. Well, thank you. Although you do appear to be a druid yourself.
I am.
I don't know if you'd be able to assist us to speed up the journey, but that's if you're not
I would,
busy.
but myself and Davidian have tasks for the first that we have to do here.
I see.
Well, you have been most informative. Thank you.
My pleasure. He bows his head a bit and carries on. He just walks by. About to depart. Anything else? Because he's totally leaving.
Not that I can think of at the moment.
Okay. Oh, he just kind of heads off. You get the idea that he's probably around there if you need to find him again.
Well, I guess we could also talk to this first if we head north, so I guess if you want to do that first.
Perhaps they could shed more light than he was capable of recalling. It would not be... Well, it is already on the way, so to speak.
Oh, I have to ask, are you an elf?
Of sorts.
I must confess I have a fondness for elves.
Oh, is that so?
Indeed. I'll tell you right now that if there's anything that makes me happy is Santiago de la Tega. It's the sight of a beautiful elven woman.
She thinks it over for a bit. And before she takes off her mask, she keeps her body looking exactly the same except for her face underneath. And makes it a beautiful elven woman, and she slightly lifts over her mask and gives him a little wink before putting it back.
Oh, you tease!
He looks to the left, looks to the right, looks at Elise, just kind of like, if she doesn't look like she's listening, he leans in a bit, pouring a bit more cognac.
How about we go in the trees for a bit, huh?
Oh my, we just met, sir. At least
Yeah,
dinner.
one life. We're all here now. You never know what could happen. As you know, the little small fellow, he's always worried about the bears.
And so you want to take me into a tree where there might be some bears underneath?
I'll protect you. Ready, strong bow. How about it? Huh?
It's very tempting, sir. I do have some questions for you, though, if you don't mind.
I'll answer them in the trees. I can do both. I'm a man of many talents.
She looks around to see if she sees her buddy. Can I roll a perception to see if I see B?
Yes. I'm also going to take Search into account. And Toric.
Wonderful.
What are you guys staring at?
Okay, so in this bush, you don't see B, but you see the glowing head of Surge sticking out over the bush. And around his right side is Toric's bald head that's also gleaming in the light. But you know something else. Right on the front of the bush appears to be a crossbow.
She stops and she goes, you know, how
I'm
about
telling
this-
you, a little bit of cognac, some trees. I am
Oh.
Santiago de la Tega. A once-in-a-lifetime
So-
opportunity.
This is very much a one-in-a-lifetime opportunity. But sadly, I have to say no, though. How do I put this? Is
Then
there a
I
place-
suppose I'm keeping my secrets, huh?
You tease, sir, you tease.
You don't want to say you're hiding your face.
She, picks it over, she looks over, and she goes, how about this? If I show you my face, would that be enough payment for now for just a little bit of your secret?
One secret.
Just one? Oh, alright. She takes off her mask, showing that beautiful elven face again that she has put on.
Ah. Bene.
So,
Ask your secret.
you and your merry men, did you often go to the north?
That's where we're setting up our main camp. We're going to keep an eye on the settlement around here, make sure that nobody accrues too much. Want to make sure everybody has a fair shot.
You're far too kind.
Hey, I'm a man of principles. I'll get rich off the rich. It's fine.
Well, I think me and my friends actually might be heading up that way. I'm not entirely sure though.
Ah, wonderful. Well, you know, I could tell you some secrets about the way up there, but, you know, that might come at the expense of perhaps a smooch?
She looks over at the crossbow, just slightly, looks back, finishes off her drink, grabs him by the collar, and pulls him in for a nice smooch, and then pushes him back.
He enjoys it. And then after the kiss is broken, he straightens himself. Well, I'll be to kiss an elven maiden, such as you. It's a fine treat indeed for a scoundrel like myself. Very well, I'll tell you one more secret. And he stands up from the ground, smoothing himself off a bit. He takes the cognac glass back from you, rinses it a bit, and cleans it, and then pockets them. Keep your eye to the west as you go up along the main road. You will see scouts in the trees. They mark their positions. There's vines you'll see hanging from branches. Look for ones that are tied off. If you see that, approach. You might find kin of yours. People you might very well get along with. And pray tell, some answers. And he offers you his hand to pick you up off the ground.
She takes it.
And he helps you back up. And with that, he throws you a wink and continues on his way.
She puts her mask back on as he leaves.
Search will stand
He looks
up
this way,
unceremoniously
yells,
from the
I
bushes.
kissed her! And then he goes,
Well, actually, I kissed him, but alright. Whatever.
Did you ask him about the north?
I did. He said he's actually setting up camp up there for his merry men of sorts. And
I see.
if we look to the west as we go north, and we'll see scouts. Something about knots with the vines. We'll find some answers.
All good
Interesting.
things.
Oh, we found out at least that apparently if we head over to where the scar is to the north, we'll actually pass the first. So we can possibly talk to them about what's happening.
Indeed. I have a feeling they will be most enlightening about the state of this place.
Seems a lot of answers can be sent to the north. I guess we head there first.
Indeed.
Something in Torik's mind clicks and he looks at Bach. They did want a gift.
I'm not giving away Bach.
A gift of new life. I do not think Bach qualifies.
Would an
Bach
egg qualify?
gently shakes her head.
We could
I don't know if an
maybe
egg would
offer
count.
I was thinking of asking for a sapling from the hobbit we met at the beginning of this town.
Maybe if you have something small growing, yeah.
We could try multiple things, I guess. A gift from each of us.
Perhaps. Before we make any plans to leave, however, is there anything else anyone needs from this place? Supplies? Food?
We need to talk to the man up north again, just to let him know what we've gleaned from the conversation earlier.
Ah, yes.
I would like maybe a night here. That would be great. I really do not want to we just got here, you know.
We
I
are
also
exhausted.
drank a
Do
bit.
they have an inn? Wait, what's an inn? Never mind.
What do you mean?
I don't really know.
You hear Treyas speak up. I'm not eavesdropping, but you said you're looking for an inn?
Or a place to stay.
Well, right now my friends are out of town. You can use that building over there. That's Fletcher's. Just make sure you don't break anything. It's got enough room for two. And I guess one of you can use my bed. I'll sleep over in Davidian's.
That's really generous of you. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Just try not to break anything.
I mean, you don't have to do that. I can always I'm used to laying out on the ground. I'll be fine.
I think
I
you can
mean-
extend some hospitality.
I could always. Anyways.
So I guess if you do want, you could stay in there.
Do you have something stuck in your throat, Socks?
No, was absolutely not thinking about the handsome gentleman who we were just speaking with. Anyways, should
Handsome
we go and
gentlemen
talk-
that steal stuff
Mhm.
are not to be trusted.
Did you see? He was so generous.
I
Quite
jab
handsome.
you in the chest with my finger. No, no. Tall, dark, and
Fine.
handsome, but brags about stuff? That's trouble.
He gave us some information and he said he might give me some
Yeah,
more.
for exchange for a smooch. What, you're gonna say, oh,
Okay,
could you get me a blanket? He's like, oh yeah, sure, if you take off your pants for me or something. That's how it goes.
Someone
What
so
did
small,
you-
you know quite a lot.
Get dying,
What did-
dude!
What did you have to do to get him to talk about the North?
Oh, I just showed him a face.
Okay,
He's really, really into elves, apparently. So
I think you should have showed him his own face. I think he would have liked that.
That would have been hilarious.
I think that probably would have scared him. Actually, it probably wouldn't have given me any information, Serge.
Why? He looks like he looks in the mirror half the time anyway.
True.
I'm fucking wheezing.
God,
Hold on.
Surge, savage! Who the fuck taught this Warforged to be so mean?
Where all the sass comes from stares at me.
God damn!
I think there was a book in my room called Gossip Girl. I'm not sure.
Okay, so you guys want to make accommodations for the evening. What's your game plan?
Okay, well, first we gotta go talk to those two up north, because we said we would.
All right, let's go ahead and do that, because there's a whole nother section I want to get us through before we wrap today.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Shinny.
Those of you... Mm-hmm.
Quick question about my arrow usage. I totally forgot to like grab the arrows that I've used. Should I be accounting for those and stuff?
Unlike most DMs, you're not going to be able to retrieve a bolt that's been fired. It's broken. So we'll just say, I think it's fair to say about 8. I'm probably undercutting myself by about 4, but
it keeps track of all the ones I was using and stuff. I just totally forgot about them. So
yeah,
that's something I should account for. Okay, just making sure.
Yeah. All right, as you come around the bend, you find Strom wiping his face, and he looks at you, and he immediately turns and just runs. He just takes off full speed, just runs down the road as fast as he could.
There's something on my face.
Oh, it's gonna be a whole day before I see him again. You caught him crying.
Daniel,
Huh.
was he crying about the lady we were talking about earlier, or?
Man's pride is soft. Go ahead. What's up? What did you divine from your conversation?
Just that there's apparently another party already looking into this person.
Well, sure. I'm not surprised that there's another party looking into. But is that her? Do we need to go kill her?
No, that's not her. Like, I think that's the real her. I'm saying that's the real her, I think.
When we're saying her, we saying Morgana or Elise?
It's not Morgana.
On the road, they're the real one.
So you're saying they're the real Morgana? All right, hold on.
No.
Oh my
The
God. Opposite
Elise.
of that.
The opposite.
The real
So-
Elise.
So they're make up your mind, man. Which one is it?
They're Elise.
Understood. All right, they're Elise.
They have a new lease on life.
Search, I swear.
You look better without the mustache.
I think so. Yes,
I
think
take
so
offense
too.
to that.
I do as well.
It's not my look, guys.
I was wondering if you could tell me. Go ahead. I was wondering if you could tell me if you've seen my friend around. I'm just beginning to miss them. They've been gone for a couple of days.
No, I haven't. It was the person you mentioned earlier, right?
Hey, Symphony. I miss them. They look sort of like that one, but more elegant and beautiful, and they play music, and they don't really speak. They only play music.
Where did they go?
They went with the others. I was just wondering if you'd seen them. I'm missing them terribly.
Well, I'm not exactly chopped liver, but okay.
What?
Don't worry about it.
You have liver?
No.
I don't understand that phrase.
But wait, you said they looked like me. In what way exactly?
They're all bronze and coppery and in fine metals, and they have music in them, and they play music like this.
And he goes inside and comes back out with this violin.
See? They made this.
Are they from here?
No.
I see.
So you're saying they left with the other party that left?
I'm not trying to raise alarm. I was just wondering if you'd seen them. I missed them.
No.
I don't think so.
Right.
He goes back inside, he puts the violin down, he comes back out, shuts the door, and then kind of slumped, sagged, sad shoulders, he just walks off towards the farm.
Oh, B, why don't you go and ask about that thing
Right, yeah.
since he's out here?
As we were
Also,
saying.
see if he can get you, a small plant
Yeah, that's...
or something.
I think that's what she was saying. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
It's
now
all
there's
right,
egg on
Serge.
my face.
Where are you getting these slangs from? What? Who's teaching you this thing?
Cultural osmosis.
Ah,
Well, okay, enough of the halfling love story. What are we doing here? So
Well-
we're not going down there for Elise.
Yeah. We don't have any leads to where Morgana even is right now.
Right, all right. Well, I have to get back to the cabin
All right.
with Strom because I think we're setting off with some other adventurers here.
I see. Well, the one thing I will say, though, is that don't keep that a secret, what we discussed. One, because, as it was pointed out, that could make Elise's life harder if they go to traveling around.
That's fine enough. Let me just get on my way, I suppose. If you need anything, my name is, by the way, Nathaniel of the Far Side. I am a smith. So,
I
stop
see.
by at the cabin to the west if you need me to make you anything, wrought of iron or steel, and I will build it.
Thank you.
And with that, he steps off. Yeah, he takes off at kind of a gentle clip. He's just kind of jogging out. A little bit of exercise doesn't hurt anybody. And goes after Strom wherever they've gone.
Huh.
All right. And you're left with Mr. Smallfellow.
Sir Smallfellow?
Yes.
So my friends and I were going to go visit the First, and, I'll be honest, I'm a little confused at who the First really is, but they said that we need
Yeah.
Huh?
It's a big tree. I've heard of it. It's a tree, but it's like, it's weird. It's been broken in the middle, but you can still see the top half.
I'm very confused at the concept of
imagine I haven't seen it.
Okay. Apparently they've really gifts of new life, and
Oh, I didn't know that. New life.
I'm just going off of what other people are talking about. So my friends were asking if you had maybe a tiny shrub that we could offer to borrow it.
He offers you a weed that's freshly growing. Here you go.
I mean, it's a tree. It might not.
Well,
Okay.
you said new life. It's a weed.
That's
New.
fair. I mean, life is life. As long as the tree doesn't have any quality standards, it should be fine.
Well, I can't imagine a tree caring much.
Oh, what kind of weed is it? Is it like a dandelion?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, alright. That's pretty solid logic. Honestly, yeah, I'd probably do the same thing.
All right, well, let me put it in a pot for you. 1 second.
Thank you.
Takes a little bit of something, bundles it up. Listen, if you don't get eaten by the bears, you can always come back and meet my friend.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be really awesome. Hopefully we come back down this way, because I actually really like this town. This seems like the most normal place we've been since we've got here.
Well, we are trying to give a sense of normalcy. But here, have. He offers out the small pot. Dandelion. The best fucking resort a dandelion has ever been given.
I accept this gift. Thank you.
My pleasure. He blushes a little bit, and then he's like, I'm gonna go. And he scurries away to go hide in his house. You as a group would see a very red-faced halfling come in and just shut the door.
What did you do to him?
I'm holding a tiny pot with a dandelion in it.
A flower.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I look towards
At
the
least yours
church.
doesn't kiss and tell.
We didn't even kiss. He just literally gave me this.
Oh, then a true gentleman then. Alright then.
Good
But yeah,
job.
This is new life, so the plant would like that. And then if Bach has an egg on the way, maybe we can offer that too. I don't know.
That cat's looking at me funny.
A cat.
Well, they did warn us that the cat might not be friendly.
True, but I mean, look at that face.
Perhaps it will ask us a riddle.
You feel like the cat's actually watching you. The gaze that this cat is giving is far more intelligent than a normal cat should be.
Oh.
That was perfect.
He's laying right underneath my mic.
Aww. As you come up, the cat just looks at you, watching, expectant.
Fortunately, I have nothing for you. Sorry.
Look at what Vale said in chat. Vale
say?
knows this cat. Vale knows this cat.
Hello.
The cat looks at you, kind of does a little throaty meow. Otherwise, just keeps sitting. Its tail flicks once, and then a second time. It otherwise is motionless.
Meow to you too.
Keeps watching. There's a part of its gaze that almost feels like it's looking through you. It's very disconcerting.
Getting used to that feeling.
Unfortunately, I have nothing for you, so have a good day.
Was there anything in the church we needed to... Oh, yes. Albacore. What was his name?
Andros, I believe it was, but I don't know if I want to talk to him right now.
I offer my hand to the cat.
The cat will look at your hand and then raise its paw and touch your hand.
I've been blessed. I can't move it now, that's the law.
Alright, hold on. No, there is a thing that happened. We'll do this real quick.
Oh.
There it is. Let me just... Can I throw it in the chat? Maybe I could put it on my bar. Okay, I'm just gonna throw it on the cat. There we go. Alright. So if I put it on public, maybe you'll be able to see it this time. There you go.
Oh!
You feel a little bit more like you're keeping your balance. Like, a little bit more in sync with the world as the cat touched your hand.
Wait a minute.
Thank you.
Do I recognize that? Because I could also do that.
You would feel that something just happened, but you wouldn't know what it was.
Huh. Are you alright? You're kind of frozen there.
I can't move now because the cat's touching me, that's the law. But also, I love this cat.
Well.
What's your
Cat's
name?
just kind of like staring at you and then like pulls back the paw finally and sets it back down.
Okay, and then I give it a very soft, gentle pat.
You patted it?
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Well, like if it
Hold
looked
on.
like it was warm to it, like I'd
Hold
slowly
on.
reach out. Okay.
Hold on. We're doing this.
Okay.
There it is. Open the cat.
Oh.
Let's see. It needs fucking spell slots, apparently, stupid cat. Unfortunately, the system works so well, but then it gets mad at you for dumb shit. Where's the, I think it's the sheet. Find sheet. This sheet. Tidy 5, that should let me... Yeah, there we go. Spell book. And then number of spell slots. We are level 3. There we go. That should work now. No? You annoying bitch. Whatever. You feel the spell effect of Bless course through you.
Oh!
What the?
Yes! You are blessed.
Thank you, kitty cat. You're so cute.
Cat just like turns around, goes to the door. You see it reach up slowly, stretching and arching its back. You see a little bit of that tremor as it's getting a really good stretch in. And then it just paws at the door and opens it and starts walking in.
Huh.
What a good cat.
So, can animals just do that? Because I don't know what's happening anymore.
I don't know, but this is a church.
True. Well, I don't know if we want to do anything else. I just don't know if I want to talk to Andros right now.
We could talk to the mayor.
True, we haven't talked to the mayor.
All right, now let me take care of something else really quick.
Is flirting with Santa?
Let me take care of that. Find a good theme for this. Ah, lady, welcome back.
Hello.
Good to see you. Listen, I have many secrets to share with you. It's just inside this building, huh? Want to come with me? Surely your friends can wait for you out here.
Actually, I have a little request. We're going to be staying in town tonight. I'm going to need a place to sleep.
Oh, you're gonna need a place to sleep. Well, I, Santiago de la Tega, am a man with many means. I have a bed in here. My bed.
Is that so?
Hey, how about we make it our bed for the night, huh?
She looks over and she sees Torek and shoots him like a get the fuck out. I'm trying to get the fuck.
Do.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing too hard. That sounds very nice, actually.
Oh, lovely. So come on in. I'll show you where we're sleeping.
Leads you up here.
B, just give me just a few moments, please. Just a few. She like and she does like the pray hands, like please, just a few moments. She just leans into the door. She goes, one moment. B, come on, please. Just please.
I swear. You can do what you want, but he's not to be trusted. No. I'm just like waving my finger.
You see her drop her bag outside with her coin purse and her other masks, and she looks at you and goes, "Please."
She secures her goods.
Give me those.
She hands them right on over to you.
Okay. You got a knife on you?
I don't really need. I don't.
Wait, I have an idea.
I give her my dagger.
We do not need to make this take longer. It's already awkward enough.
I give her my dagger and I tuck it in her boot. That's it.
I'm not wearing boots. You can absolutely see that. No, I'm not taking this. She just like goes in and just.
Oh.
I was gonna cast Sanctuary on you, but I don't have any
Now
spell
we made
slots.
the black zone. We are no longer discussing that area of the entire roleplay.
When the one decided they needed new life, I did not think Socks would go this far.
Oh my god!
Wait, moving on.
Surge will walk up to the door and cast Minor Illusion, and the door will have a message that says, "Do not disturb." It'll be there for an hour.
Surge theme music kicks in, you know, for the epic play. All right. Angelic wings burst out from behind you as you cast the illusion spell. Billowing light courses through the air.
It's the illusion of a sock over the door handle.
A sock on Socks's door handle! No! Alright, so we got the fade to black zone. You're coming up the path and you're finding a dwarf woman arguing with a man.
It needs to be done the way I specify.
Lady, please understand that
I can only build so fast. I know what you're capable of. I've watched you build for over a week now. You can do this, and it needs to get done. There are 30 starving mouths that need to be fed. We need to get them a place to stay.
All right, but after that I can take a break, right?
Fine.
He like rolls his eyes a bit and just shakes his head. All right. She comes back down the path.
Hello.
Hi, Lily Ironarm. This is my village. How can I help you?
Torque Stoneheart and reaches out to shake their hand.
Shakes hand, offers hand, sees it's a halfling, retracts hand.
It's okay.
So, you're the mayor?
I'm the mayor, yeah.
I see. I don't know if you know anything about this situation that I guess was going on with I look around real quick with a lady named Morgana.
That name is not a welcome name here.
I understand completely.
Anything else?
Not at the moment. Looks like you're very busy.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'd like to get into my house.
She gestures over here.
Oh, no, wait.
That's your house?
What was that we were hearing you talk about?
Yeah,
with
that's my house.
30
so
or so
sorry.
people in need of food.
Why are you sorry? Yeah, we have 30 people in a campground over to the east. We need to get them into actual housing. They can't keep living like that.
I see. What's holding things up then?
Useful hands. We don't have a lot.
I would offer my help, but I'm about to make a trip to the north.
Well, when you're done taking a trip up to the north, handsome and brooding, you should come on back. Then you can help.
Well, I'll see. Hopefully I won't get pulled into every direction again.
She gives you a smile and looks over here.
I think I've seen someone that looks exactly like you.
Where?
Almost exactly, anyway.
She thinks to herself, roll your D100, buddy.
No!
Here we go again. Ooh, that's pretty good.
That's really close.
A 3 on a D100.
You just had to roll close to what I rolled.
They went north.
What were they called? Did they give a name?
Clarity.
Clarity?
Yeah, their name was Clarity. Same rainbow hues. Similar construction.
How long ago?
About a week.
Hmm.
They said something about a scar and needing to find, Oh, hold on.
This is just a roll on my own end.
Surge's eyes are getting
Literally at the
wider.
bottom of the margin that I needed.
They need to find 2022.
Surge, you would immediately freeze up at that. It's that same
yes.
number that was cited before. And
Unit 2022, awaiting instruction.
What's wrong with your friend?
He does that.
2022, relax.
if failure, if that's a suitable command, you'd deregulate.
Input
it.
accepted. Relaxing. Hello?
It's kind of weird, isn't he?
What
he's got a
happened?
quirk, but I mean, like, who doesn't, you know?
Yeah,
Well-
yeah.
It seems like your friend was looking for you. So if you want to find Clarity, they went north.
Thank you.
Hmm.
You have no idea how much help that is.
Yeah, well, I think we're all looking for something here, aren't we?
She starts to walk around you guys, and
If they happen to come back here, just let them know we should be back here in about 6 days.
That sounds fine. I need to go talk to Treyas really quick.
1
she
week.
continues down the path to go talk to Trace.
All right, Should we worry about the whole thing about the house and you know what? I'll let
I'm
them
sure
deal
they'll
with
be
That's
that.
fine.
not our problem.
Are you
True.
It's our
All right,
monkeys been
Socks, roll a d20. You have to beat Nate. It was a fair game, but you won. Well done. You have a place to stay,
I'm awesome at rock, paper, scissors.
and he'll just let you know, I'll be waiting here when the night comes. You just come in, all right? I'll be right here. Look forward to round 2. I plan on winning that one, huh? Hops into bed. And he just starts smoking something, probably a cigar.
She chuckles to herself, fixing her hair and her mask as she walks out the door.
Yeah, can I help you?
I'm seeing if you needed any help. It looks like you're a bit frazzled.
Oh, yeah, I need a lot of help. Are you going to be around for a few days?
I gotta go on a trip to the north, but if I come back and I'm not being pulled in another direction, I don't mind helping. You can also send some help.
Even if you're being pulled in another direction, just come on back when you're done. Huh?
All right. If I run into anybody that's looking for work, I can send them your way.
Yeah, actually, it'd be helpful. Strong backs, preferably dwarves, would be best. Not to sound like a bigot, but your kind are excellent builders.
I'll let that pass.
Honestly would like to just take a seat for a little bit. I am not looking forward to this. Do you have anything else for me?
No, that's it for now. Get
right.
some rest.
Yeah, best of luck to you. He heads this way and takes to the bench. Up comes... She goes back towards her house.
The illusion of the sock is still on her door handle.
Oh, you would hear a soft, what the hells? And then the door would open. And you would hear from a window over here, you've got 2 more days in here before I need you out. I'm thinking like, yeah.
What's this over here?
That is a good question. Wonder what that could be. Certainly nothing Aether is borrowed from.
Does it look active?
It sure looks active, whatever it is, and it is coursing with magic.
I will attempt to determine what it is.
Arcane! Yeah, give me that arcane check. Beautiful. This is a teleportation dais. With the runes that are marked onto it, you can tell that its purpose is to guide in people who have been waywardly teleported to this specific location. So people will stop appearing in random places, at least close enough to this. It'll only have a certain effect to a radius, but once you get beyond that, you're still screwed.
Well, Torek, to explain it simply, this is a funnel.
I'm gonna need more than that.
Cryptique actually does bring up a fair point. The outside of this bush looks like it was burned a few days ago.
An omen. Anyway, yes, it's a funnel.
A funnel for what?
Well, it appears to be a teleportation pad of sorts, a dais. And it's drawing in from all around. So, say, someone goes through a portal, one like you, or B, or Sock, as you have said. It is more likely that travelers near here will end up here. So, in a sense, a funnel.
How old does it look?
Stone cunning.
It actually does not look that old. All of you can tell that. Looks fairly new. Looks like someone may have built this because of people coming into the world randomly.
I feel like Riverwatch could use something like this.
Well,
observation.
Riverwatch is less established, it seems.
True. I guess that explains why there's a whole camp of people to the east, too.
Could help with establishing it better. So if we find whoever made this too, maybe send them over to Riverwatch.
Perhaps, but that is not our priority.
Well, we're not going to be heading out yet because we're going to rest here first, so I'm going to sidestep.
Yeah, as soon as you guys go to rest, we're map jumping. So just whatever you want to investigate now, this will be the time to do it.
I'm taking a look at this.
Sundial. Just telling you what time of day it is.
Well,
So,
It's early evening.
well, unless we want to find out who built this, we could get our rest and then head up. Then we can go see the first, and then check out those ruins. We might even spot your one of your friends, hopefully.
I think that's
it has
good
been a
idea.
week.
They
I
might
feel
still
as
be
though
there.
if we will find them, we may find them at the Scar. At least, I should hope.
Well, at least we mentioned that if they wander back here, but we should be back here, because they said it would take about 3 days to get to the ruins. So if we went there and then came back, yeah, it's about 6 days.
Indeed.
Then
But
we
for
should
now,
probably rest up. No,
Yeah.
I should try to find someone that has extra crossbow bolts because I only have 16 left, which will probably be okay. But like, also, I like this thing.
It's too bad the person whose name is Fletcher isn't in town.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and quickly do an inventory check on anything you want to try and get as supplies.
all
Rather
right.
than trying to isolate which one might have it, which could take a lot of time, we'll just go straight to whatever you need to get. Also, huge fucking hello to Zoran the Bear's massive raid.
Oh.
Hi, everyone.
Hello,
Good
everyone.
freaking lord.
Hello.
Welcome to our D&D campaign.
Hello.
Zoran, thanks so much. And I guess it was 2 people. So appreciate both of you guys giving the raid. If you guys don't know Zoran, those of you that were already here, definitely go check him out. He's a very strong personal friend of mine. Really good dude. We actually ate Katsu Burger in real life, and it was a great time. It was recently, actually. God, I want to have more. But anyway, these are my role players that we're playing with, my party. We've got the Art of Ash. Say hi, Ash.
Hello.
Lyra, Mother Lyra on
Hello.
Twitch.
Wow.
Frenchie,
Hello.
and just the greatest role player of all time. Don't mind me.
Hello.
He's so good. And then last but not least is Valrin in chat. That's my horse. You owe me a Katsu burger? Dude, you come on back up, man. And we'll get Katsu and we'll go play at Mock's boarding house. I'm ready. But not to detract from the session, we're going to get back on a roll. We're about an hour from wrapping tops, and I'll be glad to talk to the rest of you then. Thanks again, Zoran. Let's hang out sometime soon, dude. Love you. So, anything you guys want to get, we could just kind of go over it, and I'll tell you whether or not the village has it to spare you time.
Crossbow bolts is the only thing really that I
Oh,
need.
that's difficult. I'm going to make a roll here because we do have the carpenter in town at the moment. Yeah, okay. I would say he's able to help you fashion a few. We'll say that like 10 were attempted, and hell, we'll just use that roll. 6 were good.
6 were good? Okay. Thank you.
It's not great, but it's at least something. They're workable.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any potions or anything here. Doesn't look like there might be one.
Yeah, I was about to ask about that as well.
What were you looking for? My bad.
Potions.
So no, right now alchemy is definitely a stranger to here. However, I'm thinking.
One option would be to go check out the camp to the east to see if anybody there would be able to help.
No, the camp to the east is destitute.
Oh, okay.
I'll make a roll. No dice.
All right.
Nothing potion wise.
Shinny.
Yeah.
So technically, and I'm fine with hand waving these things away. I did start with some equipment, which I just took to be very old and mostly not usable.
Yeah.
I started with 20 crossbow bolts. Can I give those to B?
Yeah, sure, fuck it.
Wait, hang on then, because I too have a 20 crossbow bolts I can hand to me.
Oh,
There you go. It's your equipment. You can do what you want with it.
Yeah, I'm giving them to B.
okay.
And remember,
Give me
your
20
equipment in
each.
particular, Frenchie, because you were using mending on it the whole time,
Yeah,
none of it's decayed. It's been fine. So,
very fair. The rations, less so.
So wait, I get extra 20 from the both of you?
I'll even hand you my spare crossbow just so you have one in case something happens to yours.
Oh fuck.
Unless you want me to hold on to it.
you look at the diminutive halfling and you consider the size of your crossbow.
I'll hang on to that. Maybe I should even hang on to the bolts until you need it.
I mean, your halfling ballista. But yeah, I think that's adequate. And if nothing else, I'm assuming, right? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and say that you take to the night. I'm assuming the pre-planned sleepings are happening, right? You're going to pretty much what we've all talked about. Okay, just roll a d20 for your round 2, and we'll get that out of the way.
Oh,
you destroyed him. He's gonna be walking sideways for the rest of his life.
oh God.
So, yeah, that is. I think you guys would all wake up pretty well refreshed, happy. It's going to be a good day ahead. It's time to go to the north.
Yeah.
Do we notice anything weird in Fletcher's house?
In Fletcher's house? That's a good question. Let me roll for Fletcher here because there is something that could happen. If I roll low, then yes.
Nope.
No, nothing weird.
We're not gonna rob him, but
No,
don't know what's in there.
no. It's nothing like that.
And I would
I guess like the only thing weird would have been the cat would have visited you at night.
Oh.
I'm okay with that.
And I would have let them know that, we didn't need his bed because Socks got a different bed.
You have to tell the whole town.
There you go.
No, all I would tell
Telling
him is
everybody my business.
Reyes
Wow.
goes, oh?
told them
Oh?
I no longer need your bed.
Who else opted their bed? The only other bed I'm aware of is Oh.
Shh.
Fucking gossip
my
girl
business.
over here.
But thank you for offering it.
Yeah, my pleasure, Trey says.
All right, then I guess we'll rest up and head up north using the map
All right.
that someone gave us.
Yeah, so heading along the North Road, you find yourself, again, set upon a path that shows the age of time, but well-traveled by beasts in the years that have been laying dormant. You know, again, a lot of people forget that animals really do take to human paths, even in the absence of humans. Path of least resistance is a thing, and this is no different. The woods grow a bit thicker, a little bit less aged or tired looking, a little bit more lively, and there is sort of an appearance to the air like there are wayward specular emeralds shining in the air. It's like glints of light that reflect and they look so good. But it's definitely magic. It's raw, potent magic, natural magic. You know you're getting close to something with a lot to it.
So
I need perception checks from all of you for something.
right, I was going to mention the thing that sucks. So you said we have to look to the west as we're heading this way.
Yeah, the west.
Okay, actually, really solid. All right. It was a pretty difficult DC, but you guys managed to pass with a 19. Surge, B, and Toric. Yeah, you all three would be able to spot trees that have vines tied with knots. On the west side of the road, leading towards something deeper within.
I'll elbow Socks and say, what were you supposed to do if we see those vines with the ties?
No, this is up to you.
Approach.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, we're supposed to approach
Okay.
and find more people like me. I'm assuming Elven, so I'm going to. And she makes her face that beautiful elf face, but keeps the mask on just in case. And she approaches the tree.
Got it. I'm going to go ahead and place your guys' tokens down, and then you will be ready to rock. Switching you over. As you come deeper into the woods, you find yourself quickly surrounded by guards wearing well-crafted gear, leathers. There's some mail here and there, but notably, they're elves. They don't make an effort to hide their ears or their tongue. And they communicate with each other for a time before deciding. And again, this is without even caring what you all are saying or doing. They're going to start nudging you deeper into the woods. It's sort of a soft escort, but armed. And at the edge of where you arrive, you are left to go deeper in. You should be loading a map right now.
Yep.
Let me know if it's working. Okay, cool. And you should be able to see. I'm going to double check and make sure our lighting is working. No, I'm going to go ahead and fix that. Now you should be able to see.
Oh.
You find yourself in a beautiful sea of vibrant green trees, wooden construction, recent, and elves in gorgeous gilded plate. Expensive plate. And you're left mildly to wonder where they came from, who they are, and how they're so organized. But all the same, you're here. And mayhaps you'll find answers to the questions that you have.
Well, Miss Lady Elf, you should be the one in front.
Yeah.
Also, while we're here, if we can find a druid to help us, that might speed up our trip.
I think they would have to come with us and remain.
Right, but we could possibly hire them.
Downside to this, and she kind of whispers this out, I don't know Elvish.
That's
so as long
okay,
as
neither
nobody
do
talks.
I.
Oh, good. As long as nobody
You're from a
talks
world that doesn't have Elvish. There you go.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you, B. You are so smart. Thank you so much.
Smile.
Torque has a very conflicted look on his face, but he's not going to speak up.
She takes off her mask slowly to show off the beautiful elven face as she approaches with you guys behind her.
Nayer, Belana. This one gestures this way. You are expected.
Interesting.
Oh.
Thank you.
There's just nods.
We're expected?
I'm a little worried. Could have been Santiago.
Well, how would he get word?
I don't know.
This
is already a bad idea,
just
I think.
mean by the fact that we were taken here on purpose.
How high is this bridge up?
Strangers coming into our lands. Though, I must say, they're hardly ours. My name? Well... I am Fendul. And he takes to a gentle bow. The elf before you shows age. His stature is prominent, respectful, stoic, and noble. And he greets you with only a mildest bit of flair. What brings you?
We were told that we would find answers if we had followed north and looked to the west.
I see. Answers looking north. We were going to the west, in our lands. He steps over here, kind of getting out of the way of everything, but just nodding to the rest of the group. There was a place that we were due to go to. We never were afforded the opportunity to arrive.
That's
See,
terrible.
It is, but at the same time, we are pragmatic as a people. And if our fate is to have brought us here, well, we will surely do everything we can. We are guided, after all, by the blessed Ayel Nor. Val. He gestures for you to come with him.
Yeah.
Valmin. He gestures right over here to the log.
Sits down.
As you take a seat and get comfortable, he pats the Scarred on the shoulder, gestures for them to take their leave, which they do. And again, he nods, and there's a sense of comfort to the area as he says, Oven Loon. And then takes a turn. Lady, I'll be back. And he goes and escorts himself across the bridge, clearly tending to something. Out from this tent comes a beautiful woman of tall stature. And she looks to you, each with a soft smile, though increasingly more somber, as she looks to the first, second, the third, and the last. I am Ayathial. Welcome to our budding village.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
We have named this place Valarien. Do you know what it means?
Sadly, where I'm from, they didn't have such beautiful language, so I wouldn't be able to say yes.
+1 for upduting my conlang.
Shinny, question.
Yeah.
Is this normal Elvish?
This is not an Elvish you've heard before.
Right, because I would know the Elvish from my setting, not this one, so I would note that it's different.
Yep.
Valar, in our tongue, means hope, and Ian is a residence, a dwelling, a home. This is the home of hope. We hope to build something for our people here. We may be timeless, but that doesn't mean that we are invulnerable. And the wisdom of our kind is only maintained by us being careful. Surely that's something that some of you,
And she looks directly at you, Torek.
understand.
There's a very knowing look.
By all means, we have meat, we have comfort, we have food. You will stay here the night, safe in the trees, and then afterwards, you will go ahead and dwell up to the north, and I'm sure speak with the first, as we intend to.
You
Then it was
too.
good that we made up with you then. We can all go together.
Oh, we'll be going at a later date. We're
Oh.
expecting another party that's recently arrived.
I see.
I see. Question. We were told that the first is receptive to offerings. May we ask what you intend to offer?
Yes. The first is not something that would take
She steps this way. She nods. And this lady will enter this tent. And coming out, she will be holding a mewling elven child. Our firstborn in 100 years.
Wait. You're
Our
offering-
firstborn to a new world. We offer all of ourselves. We will learn, and we will work within this realm.
I see.
Serge will just look over at B and the dandelion.
Gonna offer B as tribute?
Oh no, because I assume B still has the dandelion. It's like,
Yep.
well,
Is that enough? Yeah.
Look, let's we'll be there first at least, so we'll be fine.
Yeah, listen, as long as we beat the competition, they don't know.
Understand, again, the first is not an entity that takes. They just want to see. A tree like that does not have the pleasure of roaming the world. And having hewn its branches down to its trunk, as I've been informed, they surely have little to see beyond what's right around them. So we show them that which is important to us, and we let them know that we are committed.
That makes more sense.
I was so concerned. Okay, that sounds a lot
We
better.
would not sacrifice our first child in 100 years.
Yeah, I was
That's why I was confused. Thank you.
fair enough.
You just have to take into account the responsibilities of an entire culture.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you also going to be asking it questions?
Meat. Beautiful big pot just filled to the brim with all sorts of meat and stew. This bread that's kind of just slid in on the sides. It's ready to go for any of you that are hungry. He smiles, particularly at you. Gives a nod of his head, and then turns around and heads back to the tent to mind his own business and not be in your way.
Thank you.
It's our pleasure. You had a question?
Yeah. Are you also going to the first for questions, or?
Absolutely. At a time that befits us.
What are your questions then?
I want to understand this world. If we are to be here, if we were not to go to the west as our ancestors did, then here is where we must make our home. And here is where we intend to.
Very fair.
So, there is a thing I've been wondering.
I am told it is called Varona. Go ahead.
So I'm assuming a portal opened up for you as well, if you were to end up here.
Master Dwarf, you are astute and correct. Yes, a portal did open.
But it
And
sounds
I
like
used my magic to keep it open for every one of my party to get through. All 200 of my cohort.
I see. Because the other one seemed to mention that it was not intentional. It sounded like it was an accident.
Which other one?
The first one we spoke to, where they said they were heading west and then they couldn't get there, and I'm assuming that's because of the portal.
We thought that the portal was going to take us to the west, that it was a gift.
Ah. I see.
We have beings that watch over our realm, the Huron and the Gahuron. Unfortunately, what we thought was a gift of theirs to spare us a miserable journey turned into
This.
other fruit that we did not anticipate. Exactly.
I see. My concern was that the portals might act different, like it swallowed a bunch of people up rather than being an offering.
No, we just misinterpreted.
Mm-hmm.
We may be smart at times, but we are just as prone to making mistakes as anyone else. What guides wisdom is learning from a mistake, not the ability to avoid it.
That's fair. Say, how long have you guys been here?
I'd say roughly 3 days.
Oh, wow. You guys set up camp really fast.
She smiles at that. It helps when nature helps you build it.
That's fair.
As you note that, yeah, every single building and structure here is created from forms of leaves. Even these drawn-out parts of this appearing to be canvas are actually just extensions of leaves. They're just big leaves that have been piled up. Everything here is made of natural goods. In time, we will build proper structures, but enough that we can keep ourselves comfortable and safe is what matters. Our guard is strong, our equipment is good. We came with a sizable military from our former home.
Question. Why did you leave your former home?
It was our time. We heard the call. We were to go to the west.
What was waiting to your west? Or what was supposed to be?
She chews on that for a second. A pause. I think the truth, Master Dwarf, is that it doesn't really matter now.
Yeah, he'll nod to that. Actually, now that I think about it, have you had contact with the village nearby, Yardstone?
That was where we had arrived, actually. It was just a little ways outside of it. And when we approached, my advisor, Fendul, he might have been a bit aggressive and hostile. We'll have to fix relations with, I believe her name is Lily, at some point soon.
I mean, I could think of one way you can help if you want to mend that.
This isn't the time.
All right.
I do appreciate the offer of wisdom, but you have to understand, we have to look to our own first. We have a responsibility.
Give me a perception check across all four of you. There's something about her that maybe you can notice. I'll just let Torque and B know just that her eyes look unusual. It's like they're a little brighter than they should be.
Question. How did you know we were coming?
She just smiles at that. Next question.
All right then.
So, are you like the Queen of Elves, or...?
We don't use the word queen anymore. Too many of our kind fought over titles of king or queen or emperor or lord. I am known as Lady.
Okay, but you're like the one in charge then?
I am. I have a title. It's not something that I rest my laurels on. But they call me the Eyes of Edanoren. That means the stars that stay the night.
It's really pretty.
Thank you.
It's interesting, though, because where I'm from, there are also elves, but they spoke differently. So curious, because a lot of the other dwarves and such I've met have still speak the similar language. Here, one moment. Something like this.
It just rolls off the tongue.
I don't know if that's... if you can't understand that, then I guess the language is different.
Surge should be able to understand that.
That sounds like a different dialect.
I see.
Considering we're all coming from different lands across different worlds, it's possible that there's just different kinds of elves.
Oh, yes.
Even in the land where we came from, we had elves that were misshapen or changed. It happens.
I see. It's just... I'm just surprised by all these people coming from distant worlds, and there are still similarities.
And yet, while things are the same, they're also different. We have other people here in the camp that you can speak with. Don't depart in the morning before I have a final chance to speak with you, if you would afford me the honor.
Of course. I mean, yeah, it's only the kind thing.
He offers you a warm smile, and then just gives a nod, and she'll retreat into her tent. The flaps are shut, and the guards take up positions in front of it.
What are you saying?
Oh, don't worry about it.
I worry. Are you talking about Bach?
Bach. What you just
This is bothering
What
me
did you
too.
say? Bach. Really? Bach. No.
Wait.
Bach.
Wait, you can understand Bach?
Of course.
Are they comfortable in the little thing that the little hammock that I made for them?
He leans down and whispers something in Elvish. You're not sure exactly what you heard, but Bach looks at him with tired eyes, and then just nods once. Think so?
Okay, good. I always worry about that.
Mentioned something about... Hold on. Bach. Ugh. Bach. All right. Something about if don't move so fast again, they wanted to die.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Bach. What was your name, sir?
Mine. Well, that's quite kind of you to ask. I do appreciate it. My name is Thunthui.
Thuthui?
Thunthui.
Thunthui.
It means friends. Friend of halflings. That's you.
Thunthui! That's cool.
There's
hi,
a settlement
I'm
of your kind just outside of a woodland realm, and I took it upon myself to help you grow.
Oh, that's nice. Are halflings the same in that world too? Just short
Depends.
and obsessed with
Do
food?
you like to tend to things that grow? Do you
Yes.
enjoy good food and fine company?
Ah, yes.
Do you enjoy smoking some fine weed and in small beer?
I don't do the smoking, but most of my family does, yeah.
Well, it sure sounds a lot like the halflings I knew.
That's comforting.
Yeah, for you to have befriended something like this poor creature. Bach, is it?
Yes.
Bach. Apparently they hate that name.
Oh, do they have a preferred name?
What would you have us call you? He leans down and asks. And, Bach kind of like pauses at this and adjusts, shifts a bit. Just Bach. I see. I understand. They want to be called Belna.
Belna?
Belna.
Belna. Well, does that have a translation?
It means dawn.
Dawn. Okay.
You could call them Dawn all the same. It's the word's intention that Dawn cares about.
Okay, then, Dawn, we won't call you Bach anymore.
And as such, Dawn finally gets their true name.
I give a little pet to Dawn.
It's not as fun to chant, but okay.
Apparently there's a lot of trauma associated with the word Bach.
Yeah, there's a lot.
They've been through. It's very bad.
Oh, you just cannot help yourself. Already fraternizing with the halfling.
We are creatures of habit.
That we are.
That she just kind of walks off. Heads to go across the bridge to rendezvous with Fendoodle.
I'm gonna eat some of the meat they prepared.
This is some of the best food you've ever had in your living existence. The flavor would be just mwah, and the ingredients are fresh, tasteful, not even a touch of gaminess to it. You can detect a small bit of magic that may have been used to cleanse the meat or to purify it, but nothing harmful. It's really just a great meal.
This is fantastic.
As if all of you could go ahead and just one of you at least keep a note for the next session that you will have a +2 bonus to survival checks for the next session because of eating this meal, I would appreciate it.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, there's the biggest fucking spider on my wall. Oh my god.
Roll initiative.
Get it done.
I put it in my journal notes, Shinny, so you have that as well.
Awesome. All right. So, do you guys have anything else you want to do before we wrap up this evening and you guys get some rest and you're let off in the morning?
The only I can think of, well, I don't know if you would happen to know if there's anybody here that is a druid, would you?
Druid? And all of our kind of friends of the trees. No. Can't say that we do at the moment, but maybe the next group will have one.
I see. No, because we're making a trip up north, and we were told that druid would help speed up the trip.
Unfortunately, the closest thing we have to any sort of other crafts are an herbalist, and we have two, well, I hesitate to say it, but it's true, legendary smiths.
I see.
They're right down that way. He gestures down the path.
Where is this herbalist?
Down the path, right over there as well.
Yeah.
Gestures down here.
Thank you. Maybe we can get some potions or something.
It's more than likely that she has something else that will work the same, but it won't be a potion. It'll be something natural you can eat.
Like a salve also, maybe?
Maybe a herb. Just leave it to her, she'll tell you.
Excellent. Thank you. Fox is going to follow Torek, so he'll
give
by himself.
A polite and smile to you, and then head on in. And he's just going to close the flaps and do whatever he's doing in there.
Is this them, or they crossed the bridge?
That's them. This is the herbalist.
Can I help you?
We're wondering if you had any possible, medicinal plants we can possibly buy.
Oh, are you wounded?
Not currently, but we're going to be making a trip, so...
You're going into combat, right, yes. She rummages around inside of her pouch, and she procures some stuff. She offers it out. It's a root of some variety.
Anything I would recognize?
Mm,
I could roll the herbalism kit if that helps.
No.
Hmm.
This is Elan root.
What does it do, might I ask?
Chew it, it'll dull the pain.
Hmm.
Doesn't fix anything, but it'll keep you fighting until you can get the help you need.
I see. Thank you. How much would I owe you for that?
Oh, I don't need money from you right now. Thank you, though.
Oh, if you're sure.
So you have three doses of Elan root. It'll heal for 1d4 points of damage.
All right, let me put that here.
Unless there's anything else, I should get back out to picking.
No, I was mostly going to ask if there was anything else that that would be good for our travels, but I don't want to overgrab. That's all right.
She smiles and just shakes her head. Most everything we've gotten, we've been putting towards things we need. I've given you what we can spare for the time being. Supplies are plentiful, but unfortunately there's a lot here that has left a scar on the land.
Mm-hmm.
Until that's remedied, not much grows in it. So we have to go beyond our border at the moment to go get what we really need. But I need to get yes, I need to get going.
All right. There is one thing.
Yeah, ask your question.
No, it's not a question. It's just some advice. There is a root that's native to this land. I believe it was called. They had a name for glimmer root. If you come across it, that also has medicinal purposes. If you're careful with it.
You have a sample.
Unfortunately, the ones we had, I believe, were all used. I think everybody used them.
Pulls out a small bit of parchment and a little bit of what looks like maybe a grease pencil.
Describe it.
I'll describe the root in detail.
All right, give me a d20 roll plus your int, and we'll see how well you describe this thing.
I guess I could just do this then. Just roll my int.
Yeah. Well enough. All right, she gets a half decent drawing. It looks close enough to you. So she'll go ahead and pocket it.
Thank you. I'll keep my eye out.
The one I found was in a cave system, so there could be on the surface as well.
She nods, and she'll continue on her way.
Huh.
Definitely not the most talkative of person.
Mm-hmm.
As you cross the bridge, you find a guard, gives you a curt nod.
Nods back.
Ah! You synchronized it! That's so good! I loved that! Oh, that's so good. All right.
So you said 2 Forge Masters were here, right?
Down here.
Do you know where we can find the Forge Masters? Like, talking to the guard?
Jerks his head around that way, as if to say around the building.
Oh, thank you.
As you come around the building, you hear a rough voice speaking to one with a bit more of a younger tone. I'm telling you, Argyll, if we're going to forge something like that, stones of that level of might and power, that we have to be careful. We can't be just doing it willy-nilly. This one over here just kind of scoffs. We can't wait for other people to be doing things that we should be doing in advance of them. This realm has so much magical power, so much potency, and if we let it languish, it's going to be used against us. Our kind is constantly falling behind of the lesser races at times because they are so ambitious. I am tired of seeing us making the same mistake. See, your issue right off the bat is that you refer to them as lesser races. You don't understand. You're walking astray of our path. If you won't help me forge them, I will just make them myself.
He sighs. We can talk about it later. He looks at you two. Welcome to our fire, weary travelers. Yes, welcome. Pushes away and goes and sits next to his counterpart, giving you guys the ability to sit at the fire.
Oh, sorry. We were told that you two were Forge Masters.
Aye, very much all the same. I am Galathrius, and this is Agil.
I don't know if you haven't, considering everything was set up. Yeah. If, I don't know if your services are available yet or not.
Services? We don't even have a forge yet. What is it you need?
Just seeing if there was a way to improve this, and he pulls out his warhammer. But everything's still being set up here. I don't want to rush anything.
He rises, steps over, looks at it, offers his hand to take it.
He hands the just a regular old warhammer.
He stares down this elf over here, and this one is staring back at him with a look that could kill. And he raises his hand and runs his hand, his left, down the length of the hammer. And as he does it, you see it shone with a bit of a light. Blue, shimmering, beautiful. It's almost like the way light plays off of a pool inside of a dimly lit room. It grows brighter for a moment, and then it stops. He hefts the hammer a bit, feeling it, testing its balance, gives it a couple swings, smiles, and offers it back. Consider it a gift from the elves.
Oh, I'll take a look at it. Can I figure out what he just did?
It is now a +1 warhammer.
Oh, I should pay for this at least.
Are you saying that out loud?
Yeah, I'm telling him, I should pay you something for such a thing.
Pay indeed. Not in money. With that, he steps over here. After all, it's not every day that one meets someone who will become a future steward of another kind. He takes a seat and smiles smugly at you.
Sox looks over to Torek and goes, "You've been holding out on me on things that you are too." Or
He looks so confused at how he could possibly know that.
Just smugly smiles. Yes, enjoy your gift. I'm sure you'll put it to good use that will benefit us.
I'll do my best to.
With that, he gets up, scoffs, steps to the other side to go stand over here and brood.
What's got him in the mood like that?
Maltrust.
Oh.
such a shame that a face like that is just full of brooding.
You lose what he's lost. It's hard to remove the wound. Or to hide it.
I see.
Unless there's anything else, I, perchance, would like some time to talk with him. We were having some discourse over something of a matter gravely needed to be discussed. I cannot say more at the moment.
We're going to be making a trip, and we might be passing by here later. Anything you want me to keep an eye out for? I'll give you that much.
Crystals of any variety. Any color, any hue, any variety. Bring them back.
I will.
He nods.
All right.
Very well.
Get up.
Here, I don't know if you have any armor from this world, and she pulls out the bracer that she had gotten from the Dwarven Forge from her first encounter there. And she hands it to him. Count that as good faith with our group, to hand you something as you have done something so kind to us.
He looks charming memento. Thank you. He goes ahead and puts it down next to him.
He does like a little nod, and
He
she
returns
looks
it.
back to Torek. She goes, yeah, just crystals. Yeah,
Crystal.
crystals.
Walk safe there, Master Stoneheart.
Do you know these? Are you sure you're not from the same place? Because like he knows so much about you, and I barely know you. And I've been like, what? It's been like 5 days.
Thank you. And he starts walking away in a hurry. Flustered.
I better catch up with him.
Yes, best of luck to you. Be well.
I never gave him my name.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Unless word spreads quickly. I don't know.
Word of what?
Well, I mean, we said our names earlier when we arrived at the camp.
I didn't.
Stones must be made. Fine. We'll make the stones. But I decide where they lay. Very well.
Yeah, no, I'd never introduced myself like at all. So, I don't know how.
Well, actually, that was the thing. Because if you remember, they knew we were coming before.
Yeah, but they would have said something about my appearance. You know that.
Well,
And she continues
that's the
walking.
everybody being from somewhere else is getting. I don't know. Could be different.
Listen, Torek, I would have been called out pretty hard for what I had said earlier. So, there must be some sort of air about you.
I don't know what to make of it.
Anything you're not telling us?
Unless he could peer into my mind, it was just a very weird dream.
Well, you did say that you're going to share dreams now.
I did say that.
What was it?
It was a trial. Like a court trial.
You dreamed about
And-
getting arrested?
That's what it started off as. And I was being questioned for a lot of things I had done or didn't do. And then I made a promise. But how that elf knew that, I have no idea.
Well, you said Stuart, yeah? Some sort of visor type thing?
Yeah. But that's not anytime soon.
Okay, so good.
guess
I don't
it's
have to call you by that title then.
No,
That's
no,
good.
please
I don't
don't.
like titles.
Please don't. Anyway. Yeah, but yeah, it's clearly more than just a dream, though. My dreams have been very weird here.
Mine just make me homesick.
Speaking of... Speaking of your dreams, Torek,
Mm-hmm.
when you collapsed earlier today,
It was a lot longer than a minute for me.
would you care to enlighten us as to what you saw?
That's what I saw, was what I was explaining earlier.
Really? Do you know why that happened? Any ideas?
I don't know why me specifically, but I guess because I'm a dwarf.
Should Sock or B or I expect similar? I should hope not.
I don't know. If you haven't already been experiencing it, then maybe it's just me.
Perhaps.
Let's hope. Sounds kind of terrifying, actually.
You think it's gonna happen again? I mean, it was only a minute, but it'd be really bad for you to pass out in the middle of battle.
Let's hope not. But for now, I should get some rest. And hope it doesn't happen again.
All right. So you settle down for an evening, unless anybody else has anything else they want to do. I think we're good.
We're done.
All right. You settle down for an evening, and you have wonderful food, fresh, clean water brought to you, and well, it's a good night. It's really good. There's just this solid feeling of comfort and safety here that you may have never felt before. Now, I need to find a particular track here. Let's see if I've got something worthy. Yeah, we'll try this. When you wake up, you hear the sound of rustling plate as the two guards in front of the lady's tent part ways, and between them exits the lady. She looks at the lot of you, and the soft light of day creeps through the leaves of the trees, giving your eyelids a gentle kiss to wake you up.
Good morning.
The time has come for you all to depart, she says pretty gently, with a softness to her voice. You feel uplifted, a sort of surge of energy inside of you, like you've been refreshed in the moment that she said that. Almost like, for you, Torek, a word of power was used.
Any idea what it was, or just that one was possibly used?
One was possibly used, and all of you were just refreshed. You feel awake. It's like you've been fully rested, even though you rested through the night. You're more awake now than you were yesterday when you woke up.
I guess, yeah, it'd be good to get a move on so we can go visit the tree.
She steps this way. Her guards stay behind, and she stops right in front of the bridge, expectantly holding out her hands to welcome you all forward. Do you have any other questions you would ask of me?
No.
Nothing.
Not at the moment, at least.
Okay. All right, let me see if we've got...
Torque's actually going to do something stupid.
Oh, what's that?
In his mind, he's going to say, I have a question, but not say it.
Okay.
Does anything happen?
A question? Well, what's the question?
He's literally baiting to see if they can read his mind.
Well, yeah, but you need to ask the question. What's the question?
Well, that's the bait. I'm seeing if she responds.
What's the question in your mind?
It's literally, I have a question and nothing else.
You hear a response immediately in your mind. We all have questions, Master Dwarf.
Well, then I respond back, you just answered it, thank you.
She smiles. I know. Now, here's where she looks over each of you. And as she does, each of you are going to hear a particular thing. First, Torek. I'm glad you asked. The truth is that the world is going to be a dangerous place. We have people coming from all over with an intention to build their own new beginning here. You decided to side with your people. And rather than being cursed, you now have the opportunity to give the blessing of your knowledge, wisdom, and guidance upon your kin. And I hope that unlike other realms, our kind can remain friends here. She offers you a soft smile before looking to Socks. So, you hear a voice in your head. You have not heard this voice, but it's hers.
Mm-hmm.
Her mouth is not moving, and it sounds clear as day. You are not who you think you are. Darker things than that which hunts in the night lurks within your very soul. You can never be rid of them. But perhaps, maybe, as you discover the truth of them, the nature of them, maybe you don't have to be. She looks to Surge. You're destined for great things. But great doesn't always mean good. A choice will have to be made by you. And you will either do as you were designed, or take on a mantle of higher purpose, forsaking your original task. And lastly, she looks to B. And B, her gaze could not look sadder. She looks like she's already mourning your death. B. Sweet little B. You're doomed.
Oh.
Either here, or where you may very well return to. Should you stay, you'll exist a while longer, though death will come all the same. But those friends you'll leave behind, from where you came from, they will all perish at the hands of golden plate and the breaking of thunder from metal wells. And yet, should you return, your fate will be absolute. And though more brief, your life and the actions you take in that moment will save countless others and slow the tide of gold through a dying kingdom. And with that, she speaks openly, and you all hear this. I wish you all the best on your journey, and I hope that we meet again in health. And she takes a step back and gestures out slowly with a single hand to the bridge. The elves across part, and you have a clear path to leave.
Socks looks to her and has a pretty worried expression, but does a soft bow to her.
Seeing your worry, you hear one last thing. The only person who knows if you have the strength to conquer what's coming for you is you. Believe in yourself.
And a slight nods as she starts crossing the bridge.
He is
actually,
kind of frozen, just standing there.
There was one thing, actually. Have you seen anybody similar to Surge here?
No.
I see. That's all.
I'm sorry, Master Dwarf.
Surge will look between her and then also glance over to B and pause for a moment before going over to B and putting a hand on her shoulder.
I'm gonna just hold on to his hand.
Are you okay?
She avoids eye contact and shakes her head, but motions towards the others, but doesn't let go of the hand.
He'll look back to the tent, look to B. Well, whatever happens, and he'll grip her shoulder a little bit. We still have work to do.
Gives a short nod.
And he'll guide her across the bridge.
All right. The trail out of the Woodland Realms is quiet. A little bit harder on the spirits of some of you. But in each other's company, you know that whatever trepidation that you feel right now, your concerns, your worries, will always be easier to conquer in the presence of one another. And with that, we draw to a close session 5 of the Scar of the Black Serpent.
Oh boy.
Hey!
Holy cow!
That was awesome!
Yeah.
Sessione 5.
All I can think is, Charles, get out of my head.
Charles, get out of my head, dude!
Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
Oh
Serge
my
is
god.
already another favorite.
Serge already has another favorite. Oh my gosh, Serge is incredibly fun. I'm really proud of all of you. That was a great session. Dude, Torque, what'd you think of your little trial there, bud?
Oh god. Fuck.
The trial of Torek Stoneheart.
Yeah, when we started session and I said, you better watch out, you're fucking around.
I hope you're okay with that.
Oh, I loved exactly how that went down. You had any option. I was completely prepared for either way. And the lovely actors, Gigabits and Solus Fenris, again, shout out to both of them.
Yeah.
Amazing
Good
job.
beans!
They knew the consequences of whichever road you would take. And you chose your road.
Real talk, the entire time that was happening, I was having that one song where it's like it gets really tense and the bass drop right when you're like, I'm a dwarf but not of your kind or whatever. I was like,
Yeah! That's so good!
Because the one thing I didn't really bring up because it was a little intense in the moment was the fact that, do we really want to learn from these two kingdoms that ended up destroying each other?
So, what he was trying to impress upon you was learning what killed them.
Exactly. And that's what I've been trying to figure out.
Yeah. Which is fine. You were meant to defend yourself. What it was a test for you to prove whether or not you were a Dowie, despite you abandoning your clan.
Mm-hmm.
There's something bigger at play here. Maybe you'll figure it out.
Oh, yeah.
But so far, wonderful session. Thank you, everyone, for watching. My name's been Shinakami. I hope you enjoyed. These have been my guests and players. First, we have Frenchie playing Serge.
Hello.
Mother Lyra playing her character B.
hello.
The Art of Ash playing Socks.
Hello.
And don't mind me, the greatest role player of all time, playing Torek, the dwarf. Be sure to check them all out. I'm going to have them put their links in chat for you, so you guys can go follow them too. And if you haven't yet, make sure to go slap a follow on my Twitter. That's the best place to find out rather about what's going on with this. If you do virtual reality at all, we have a VRRP that is hosted on Mondays, which is open to new players, called Aether Chronicles. Myself and Valerin run it. You are encouraged to come check it out, be a part of it, explore what it's like to do VR LARP. You can meet me there, say hi. I would love to say hi to you. And above all else, know that your company is awesome. Thanks so much, Zoran, for the raid, and obviously whoever the other part of the double raid was. I didn't catch that. We also got raids from other people today. Really appreciate them, and thank you for all the support. Subs, bits, donos, everything that came in today. It all pretty much goes right back into my projects like Aphelion, Aether, and this D&D. So thanks again. Love you guys. And let's go raid somebody. Let's see who's live. I'm willing to bet Silver Kestrel might be. Is he? Maybe Effie? Effie's still dealing with stuff.
I
Effie the
believe
cat.
they both are. Yeah.
Yeah, let's check out. Let me see how's Silver doing. Silver Kestrel, 7 viewers. We're gonna go clap Silver Kestrel right in the face, guys. 7 viewers playing. Looks like Hunt Showdown. He's another DM, a really sweet bean. Just go say hi. Give him 5 minutes of your time. Check him out. He's helping out with DMing in Aether Chronicles as well. Seriously, thanks again, and see you guys Sunday for part 2 of Setting the Canvas with CC, Inyo, Spellboy, and Luca Medupla. Take care. Bye-bye!
I know those people.
Raid time! Say bye-bye, players! Say bye-bye!
Bye.
Say bye-bye!
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Yeah! Throwers.
Raid.
Yeah.
All right, let's go check it out. Make sure the raid went through.
Raid went through. I sent an incoming right as you did that, so it was like perfect.